It is glorious.
If you rub it for long enough, it gets liquid all over your hand.
Wrong beard.
Ew.
I really don't want to think about that.
Too late, it's in your mind.
Oh.
And on the stream.
That's right, everyone. You heard it here. You're welcome for the nightmares.
Dwarven beards, the quicker way to get your hand oily. Alrighty. So, everyone is back in the magnificent mansion. The portal to which is still in the cultists' meeting hall.
We didn't get Fulton unstupid, right?
We did get him back up to a whopping 4 int, yes.
So not
Yeah, we didn't-
unstupid.
He is intelligible, he has language, and he is also critically aware of his loss of faculty.
He is able to cast spells again, though.
Unless
Which
you have a
is a
spell
boon.
prepared to fix yourself, we need to go head to a town then.
Head to a town. You're in a city! Have you forgotten
City that
again?
hates us.
The city does suck.
It does suck a lot. Like, from day one, it sucked.
You know, if we can complete our mission, the Ministry of Adventuring will probably pay to get him fixed.
Though we're not sure. Well, I guess he can fight like he is. Thing is, I can't fight without my headband. And he's wearing mine in order to have the int bonus. Does anyone have any, like, intelligence boosting
Well,
spells to put on him for a while?
we
or-
can just have him like cast his buff to heal himself, and we take it off and just send him a point. And just like go.
I guess that could work. Nothing wrong with that. It depends on whether or not he's okay with it. I mean, we are kind of taking away his mind every time we do
I
it.
think you probably have a problem with this plan.
Aha.
Nothing wrong
Considering
with that,
removing
you
it-
say. Just
Considering
cast Fox's Cunning on yourself, then give me back my headband, and in about 11 minutes, you'll be dumb again. Have fun.
Well, no, I'll put it back on him when he gets dumb. I'm not saying don't keep him dumb. It's just we need a way for me to fight too. I mean, okay, yes, I can technically fight without it on. It's just a little harder.
How about I just cast Fox's Cunning on you before we fight?
You're getting so much sympathy from the guy who's missing half his equipment.
Hush you. I still have my gun, so it's not that bad. It's just, yeah, you can put how much? Fox coming is 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can live with that. That'll do. Like, the main purpose is int controls my grit, not wisdom, which is why that thing. I just got wisdom because yay will saves. So yeah, I guess as long as I'm not attacked with more will save inducing crap, which $10 says I will be, because my will save
We
is
all
not really
will
poop.
be.
Yeah, I know, I will be. Just hoping it's not within the the sweet zone of me not wearing that, because now my will save is even poopier. Yeah, I can live even if you don't put Focus Cunning on me, but I'd prefer if you did, just because duh.
Okay, so we have Cassidy McGee, still Gee is to sell.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
fine. He'll be there.
And you now have the unconscious form of Havelock Hart, also a guest of Lindall's residence.
Can you gaius him too if you have another? Or do we just need to really, really, really knock him out?
And one
So I
corpse
think I
on
really,
him,
really,
seriously
really
missing.
knocked him out with like shotgunning Doom, but I don't know at this point.
I have Dominiques prepared.
That'll do. Try that. He's helpless.
And
Go to town.
yes, there is another cell that doesn't have a body in it. That maybe you were expecting to.
Huh. I checked the other cell, like, there's only 2, right?
We've established that with the number that need to be used as bedrooms, yes.
I look between the 2 cells, check to make sure the one with a body in it, the, gaius guy isn't, like, have a dude stashed in there. Like, the other one escape? Oi, lads. We're missing one. And there's no panic because...
Because he was dead.
He was dead, but we were keeping the body, weren't we? Where is he? Okay, don't tell me this fucker ate him. I pointed at the gay guy. I mean, he's part of their thing, and he could have. I mean, maybe not, but
Well, you remember that snake that wouldn't let us pass?
aye.
It wanted something to eat.
Oh, that was a bit. That wasn't exactly too nice of him.
That's all I had he would eat.
Are you sure? Biscuit wouldn't do it.
It wanted fresh meat.
I only have jerky, so I suppose.
Fulton's kind of just staring at Lindahl.
Just don't
Did you
do
want
that
to get to the
again.
meeting chamber or not?
Well, don't do that again, please. That was
No, human meat is not kosher.
that. I'm fairly certain there's a kind of resurrection that doesn't require bits of someone. It's just more expensive. Might want to think about doing that, because that was kind of mean. Just presenting that.
That's not my concern.
Fantastic.
What?
True resurrection. Can't
Oh.
cast.
Well, we can find someone who can. Just saying that would be how we get him back and apologize for for killing him and feeding his dead corpse to a massive snake, because that was rude on multiple levels. Not just killing him, but
apologizing for killing him.
I just said that. Say sorry for killing him and then apologize for feeding to a massive
Try to
snake,
kill
because
us.
fair enough. And you know what? Accidents happen, but all the same, it's probably best we try and. I don't think he was like directly in it. What's the word I'm looking for?
Says the guy who
Associated
murdered
with
prison
these guys? I know. I had an accident too, and I plan to fix that too. It's just, I didn't feed mine to snakes.
Well, did you want to get to the meeting chamber or not?
Aye, but you could have at least explained it and tried something different first.
I did.
Oh. I guess that was convenient then. If that really is the only way to open the damn thing, like feed it to human sacrifice, I guess we got lucky.
I was just listening to Karazhan completely reverse his position on human sacrifice over the course of 2-3 sentences.
Oh, it's fine now.
Well, it's fine now, because if there literally is no other way in, absolutely no way, and we have to get in there, and the only way is human sacrifice, it's better we give them someone who's already dead versus the living guy we happen to have.
Gorazin, the greatest Mortal Kombat character.
Yes. Still ain't right, but either we don't get in at all, and they continue eating people in there, like that we saw they're eating people, or we sacrifice the already dead guy to a snake. If you said, I'm willing to believe you tried at least the basics before you just went straight to the body.
It's the only fresh meat we had. It asked for meat.
It's got the point. I don't like it any more than you do.
To sigh.
I don't like it
tried
any more than
to-
you do, and we should at least attempt to communicate with the guy to apologize, some kind of speak with dead or something, but considering the situation, I think he'd be proud to have sacrificed his dead body to stop any insidious cult like this, personally. And yes, if you're asking, I would be okay with it if I was already dead, because I'm already dead, what the fuck do I care?
You're making a lot of assumptions here.
Fulton
attempted
just
to
shakes
defeat
his
it.
head.
We attempted to defeat it in single combat. It did not
Didn't work. We did try every avenue of attack, it's not like we didn't.
Well, either way, this avenue of conversation is pointless. The deed has been done.
We're just trying to figure out whether or not I should be
Information out of heart.
I would totally, if I could do anything with my token. I was gonna try to cast Dominate on him.
Guess what now?
You ought to be able to.
My token does not have any
Oh.
macros.
It does. However, you've changed your username from WombatKid1 to WombatKid. Try
Son
now.
of a bastard. There we go. Where's my spell manager? Okay. I will start with my lower level dominates before moving on. We'll see. We'll just do it till one of them sticks. I like that you can tell when things stick, because then we'll know when to wake them up. How many do I have premiered anyway? Oh, I only have 2 of them.
I think you were gearing yourself for combat.
Yeah, but that can be useful in combat. Oh well. Let's try to dominate them. Looking at the DC.
Yeah, I can't help with that until she gets a night's rest, and then she gets her own dominate version.
Well, we can always just leave them locked up and try in the morning. I'd like to get this done now if I can. Will save DC is 24.
Well,
You dominated? Like I can tell.
Closest thing Fulton has to help is a greater command.
You press again, and feels like your magics just aren't taking.
This guy's a roll of 3. Yeah, we're not getting very far.
Search him.
I think we already strip searched him for
You
all
did
his stuff.
strip search him pretty much.
Yeah, he's naked.
Yeah, I'm just a caster, so that doesn't make
I'm
much
not
of a
doing a
difference.
cavity search.
I will, but it doesn't matter because he's a caster.
Well,
Only way to
that's a
stop
funny
them is
place
to-
to keep a ring of mind shield.
But it wouldn't work. No DM would allow that.
Well, sometime before everyone knocks up, I'm gonna hit him with a fleshworm infestation just because I don't like him, but I'm not gonna do that in front of the party. Well, does anyone else have any ideas?
There's the usual thing you're supposed to do with casters, but it ain't nice. I don't like doing it. No, I don't always. I mean, sometimes it's necessary, but it's not nice. It's not something you should need to
Does
do.
anybody know how to cast silence?
Aye, but not the way you're thinking.
No, you just cast silence on a rock and leave it in his cell so he can't cast.
Unless he figures out which rock
I
it is.
do.
Alright. Pick something he can't just destroy or throw out of his cell. Himself,
Fulton
maybe?
still has an empty spell slot in his level 2, so he will go ahead and start praying to get silence.
Yeah, you can
Put it on a person, right? You can just put it on
cast
him.
it on one of the present bears.
That'll do, I suppose. Can't you
Unless
put it on
he's
a
like
being?
me.
Oh yeah, I didn't get a will save otherwise. That's right, you gotta put it on an object.
Is it bad that I want to hear what Fulton's 4-int prayers sound like?
When IPs have...
I don't think there's any rule
Softness?
saying they had to be allowed.
no.
No.
Oh, Yamunde, nice boobies. Give me prayers, please.
And Hamade just like, what the fuck happened to you?
I don't think that's what Iomade would consider praise.
She might stab you.
Shellin, maybe, 50-50.
The empty spell slot is cast, so I'll put silence on one of the bars.
Alrighty.
Now let's back out of the zone of silence and discuss what we're going to do next.
Yes, don't forget to
20-foot
do it.
radius.
Remember, it is only a
Uh,
round per level.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
so it is.
He seems to be resistant to dominate effects.
You mean he's just outright stopping, or he's just really strong-willed? So Gorson asks, because he does know the difference.
It could work on him. It would take a lot of tries.
Alright, he's got a strong mind then. Well, that's not good.
Let's see what else I have on my list. We could grease him up.
I concur.
For what purpose?
Because I would like this to not take 2 or 3
Because
calendar
it's on my
days.
spell list.
I would like the 2 people who searched him, namely Fulton and Lindahl, to please make knowledge local checks.
It's Fulton's best skill.
When you got like -4?
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, it's a straight int check for Fulton.
And your int mod is currently -3?
Yes.
Right. So we'll use Lindahl's result.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Lindahl, you're, at Garazan's question of, so is he strong-willed, you start thinking over the tactics and things you saw being done during the fight, and you remember that you did not find a holy symbol or anything on his person while searching him. You get the impression that he might be... He was accessing divine spells. He might be an oracle of some sort.
Awesome, he has supernatural powers, and even if I broke his hands and took out his tongue, he could still fucking do shit. Awesome.
But he doesn't look green and toothy.
No, lol. He's not an oracle.
Sorry. I was just stopping my kid from coloring on my 3DS.
Ooh. That would be something you need to stop, yes.
Okay, so yeah, he's some sort of oracle then.
Alright, so what advantage does that give us? Can you hollow his cell and not have him pray to his whatever it is? Is that how that works? I don't fucking know. Or magic stuff. Actually, out of character, we were pretty boned on this one. If he's an oracle, there's not jack shit we can do to stop him from casting and doing supernatural crap, like, all the time. So, like, we're in trouble with this guy. Don't you have a teleport prepared? Like,
I have 2.
Okay, I hate using them for this, but we could teleport to someplace we know we can keep this guy safe, i.e. the Adventure Administration, give him to them, explain the situation and how we're going to be right back, and teleport back to your mansion and then continue on. It's really the only place I can think of that'd be able to hold him safely.
Well, the thing is,
Because we can't, we just can't. We flat out, we can't. Like, oracles are the kind of thing, you break their hands, you take off their hands, you lop off their fucking hands.
Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah, thing is, we need info from him. We can't just dump him at the adventuring, at the Ministry of Adventuring and move on, because we need to find out where to move on to from him.
Well, let's wake him up, ask him, interrogate, then send him on his way, then return here, then continue on. Because as soon as he's out of our sight range, like, I'm not pointing a gun at him, he's just gonna start screwing with stuff.
I'm gonna grease him up just because I feel like it.
Okay, I'm not watching.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Your hobbies are what are some?
Well, he gets a reflex save or he's covered with grease, and unconscious creatures can't make them, so he's covered in grease.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you entertained yourself. I guess we should wake him up and ask him questions, and if you need an
Yeah,
answer.
you should feel slightly unsettled because Lindahl just smiled and had a little chuckle.
No, I'm always unsettled by this bastard. Right, so let's interrogate the greased up fucker, eh? Alright. Wake up, asshole. Slap, 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 slap. Corzin
I will
is
wake
determinedly
you up
not
from
helping.
your unconsciousness due to hit point loss by slapping you.
Yeah, I know, but Corzin is decidedly not helping. Someone who has magic, please help.
By what? Removing Gorison from the scene?
No, that
I
doesn't,
grabbed
well, that does
Gorson
help.
and teleport him.
Well, now we're somewhere else.
I should
In all
totally-
seriousness, someone throw a positive, like, just, what is it, the cantrip or something? Some sort of
There
one
isn't
hit
a
point.
cantrip for healing anymore.
Alright, because
I assume the silence is worn off the bars. We've been here talking a while.
Yeah.
Well, we go see him, and someone with positive heatiness, get him up.
Okay.
Well, let's put him in a corner, and I'll put up a wall of force so he can't run.
That'll work. Can we talk through it?
Yeah, it's wall of force.
Alright, I don't know how force walls work. I'm a dwarf.
For doing that, then, how many channels do I have
We
I'm
left?
just
need
making sure I
some
can't do
sort
that.
of-
Some walls can't actually be summoned in space.
We should at least
smaller than they
anchor
can
him
contain.
so he can't teleport or something.
Alright.
Does anybody know dimensional anchor?
Yep.
There you go, then. I was just going to tie him to something heavy.
Only you had any prepared spells today. Well, any spells today.
Are you making fun of the dwarf gunslinger, the only non-casting
No.
guy in the group?
No.
If you are, I have a big fucking gun.
No,
No,
the
no,
nightmare elf.
Alright.
Let's see. I have 3 more level 3 spells remaining.
Oh, right. The leftover from yesterday.
Yeah.
Alright, carry on.
So, can the channel energy go through a wall of force?
I have no idea.
I'm checking what it blocks now. We can put, yeah, so we need to cast the dimensional anchor, chain them up, and then do that before doing a thing, so just let me see.
Well, I'll chain him up. I got the manacles and so on, and the shackles.
Breath weapons and spells cannot pass through wall of force in either direction.
But channel energy using the spell is a supernatural something. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just a positive energy bomb. Yeah.
Unless it's a gaze attack, it can't pass through it.
Alright, there you go. So we gotta heal him first, then put a bubble on him. So I honestly think just the shackles and the dimensional anchor should be enough.
Safe and sorry.
It's alright, Fulton. And I make sure he's well shackled with mithril fuck-off shackles.
Do we have mithril fuck-off shackles?
Oh no, I bought a pair. I bought a mithril fuck-off shackles and mithril fuck-off fetters.
What does the fuck off enchantment do?
It makes it so the DC is impossible. I got a superior lock DC 40 disable device on both of them, and they're DC 30 break test or DC 35 escape artist test. They have a hardness of 15 and 30 hit points each. They are literally the most fuck off. You are not getting out of these, you ass clown. Change you can get, really.
Oh, that's good. I can only make mundane items with my mansion, so my prison has mundane locks and...
Well, we were
shackles
coming
are all
after a
mundane
guy to
items.
arrest him. I got the cuffs, which you're surprised.
Yes, we follow your reasoning. Chill.
Okay, well, let's chill him down. Let's shackle him up and cast dimensional anchor and wake his ass up.
Okay.
Once chained and anchored, Fulton will go over and channel energy on him.
So manacles and
Versus-
fetters. So I do it. They actually have mechanical things they do. If you need me to look it up.
It's alright.
That's when he uses his one of his abilities to curse me somehow.
He's not a hex, so he's not a red witch. You can use a mystery or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's mysteries. I don't think he's an oracle of metal, which I hope he's not.
Fulton will stare at him for a bit to see if he starts waking up at all.
Okay. Could I get a heal check from you, Fulton? To infer his state?
It's wisdom
Healing
based, you'll be
applied.
fine.
It is wisdom based, but I don't think he has any actual skill points in it.
Wow, you're useless.
He doesn't need.
Yeah,
doesn't
he has
need to
magic.
treat wounds mundane.
This doesn't make any damn sense. Anyway, go on with it.
Yeah. Rarely does. All right. You see his bruises fade a little, and a few incidental cuts on his face and neck close, but he seems to remain unconscious.
You got a very large negative hit point pool.
Channel energy is now a lightning bolt.
Got selective channel, yes.
Don't tell me it hasn't always been.
Yeah, he can make it a line now at its selective channel, so yes, it is.
Lightning bolts, lightning bolts.
And another heal check.
Okay. He looks quite healthy now, but he's still unconscious.
Alright, that's enough of that. I don't know why he's unconscious.
I'm gonna create water on his face.
Fulton will actually do that.
Urinate on him.
No. Sick fuck.
Hey, this fucker murdered me.
With
He
that,
actually did.
he begins spluttering and immediately glares up at you.
I just point my gun at him and
Fulton
say,
just
remember
nods
this?
and steps back.
I just point my gun at him and go, remember this? Don't move. Right. We got
Here,
questions.
1 second. Let me move the other prisoner away a little. He's chained up against this wall, and you guys can actually come into the area.
So, who's helpless now?
Karma. Ain't it a bitch? Alright, Lindahl, you have full rights to ask him questions, because... Robs.
Where's the rest of my stuff?
Fair enough.
He just shrugs and gives a brief, playful smile before going back to a stoic glare.
I'm going to start casting annoying but not harmful spells on it and ramp this up. So let's start with a glitter dust in his eye.
Too bad that's will-based, otherwise he would go blind.
It's will versus blind.
Yeah, I know, it's the most retarded, ridiculous thing, but yeah. You disbelieve the glitter, therefore you are not blind.
Mm-hmm.
Though he
It
is
really
not
should be
sparkly.
fort versus blind. It really should be fort versus blind since it's actual physical glitter.
Exactly, that's the part that
Yeah.
confuses the hell out of me. Or at least reflex or something. Will, the fuck is that noise? Whatever.
Level 2 spells 21, so yeah.
Yeah, no, he's gonna blow the water out of the blind thing, but he is sparkling like a vampire. Ah, bad reference.
And he won't get rid of it for days.
Oh yeah, that stuff's stuck on there.
Where's all
Actually-
my stuff?
To be clear,
I
fella,
threw some of it in the sewer. I sold some of it to some associates. Frankly, I don't know where it's all gone by now.
Which
you got your hands
associates?
on enormously powerful wizard gear, and your first answer was, I don't need this? I'm pretty sure the lad was carrying the equivalent of most of a city's worth of wealth on his back. And you're just like, I don't need that. Into the sewer.
Which associates?
Some.
I'll get you some paper.
I don't keep it all written down.
We'll start writing, asshole. Here's some paper and an ink pen. Get to it. Names, places.
He shakes his head at you and rustles his shackled hands behind his back.
Yeah, actually, they're forward. They don't need to be behind his back. They inhibit him enough as it is.
Plus, it's good to see what his hands are doing.
That too, yeah. You always want to know what the person's hands are doing. You don't want to put their hands behind their back, so to say.
Okay.
So his hands are forward, and he can write just fine with them. So start writing, clown. Names, places. You're gonna have one or the other.
Just a second.
I turned the paper into a fucking giant anaconda. Yeah.
Well, I know explosive runes aren't on the Oracle spell list.
That's why I don't know that, but if
He
pulls
shrugs and uses a foot to pull the paper nice and close, and begins muttering to himself with his eyes rolled back in his head, and the quill picks itself up and begins scribbling out words.
If you can just do that, whatever.
Cast something. Let's kill him.
Well, you can tell what he's casting. I'm pretty sure it's Mage Hand, but throw, like, Spellcraft before we kill him, please.
Actually, that was Scrivener's chant.
Okay.
All it does is let you write.
Alright then.
No-handed.
Fair enough. He's writing down what we need to know.
No, he's writing down something to insult you with.
Yeah, we're probably going to pick it up and it's just going to say, I fucked your mom.
We'll see. We'll see. And if he says that, then you have permission to cast the next level of spell.
Yeah, the next thing I do is go invisible and then immediately break invisibility with a battering blast so I can hit his flat-footed... Actually, he's flat-footed now, so...
Hey, his battering blast is dumb fuck.
Next is battering blast.
And we'll work our way up to the painful stuff.
Then fleshworm infestation.
That's the painful stuff. And none of it's lethal. It's just pain. And you know what? You're eating people. I vote we're not doing anything evil here.
Why would I eat people?
Okay, do I
Because
need to
they're
go,
delicious?
show you the body that has a hole in it, pieces, and people? What
I
Peter
never
version?
said
Parker,
my
damn it.
associates don't.
Okay, so you associate with cannibals. That makes it so much better.
Cannibals are good people. You are what you eat.
No. Not how that works, sadly. If that's how it worked, we'd all probably be happier, but no.
Why are you sad that's not how it works?
Because if it was, there'd be a whole lot less evil fuckers in the universe.
Because
They'd all
of
die
them
out.
would
If
have
they ate
eaten
people,
good
became
people.
good, they wouldn't eat people anymore. Done.
This logic is kind of...
You have an
That's
into 4,
insane
hush
dwarf
you.
logic.
You also have an into 4, shush you.
Looking directly at Gorazin, he says, "You are not the most clever example of our people, are you?"
You're a dwarf, then. I thought you were... If you're a... Listen, I'm tall for a dwarf, but you're a bit, scraping the sky.
Dwarfness has nothing to do with height, nor does it have anything to do with blood.
It's quite a bit to do with beards, which you are sorely lacking. A proper one.
I'm gonna put on my ring that glows in the presence of evil dwarves.
Are you serious or being an ass clown?
No, I'm actually doing that.
Holy crap.
Glow, Gorazin's here.
I'm not evil.
It flickers tentatively.
Trust
Now
you.
what's this?
Oh yeah, I remember now. This was his tracking device, basically. I remember now. He specifically got a ring enchanted to glow in the presence of evil dwarves, because that's who we're searching for. I remember now. That actually was clever of him.
Yeah, I bought that at that place where I shook down the guy because my stuff was in his sewer.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We're making good impressions all over the city.
Yeah, it's what we do.
I know
Breaking
my
hearts
stuff's
and
here. Give it up.
minds.
And then I tortured him, and then it was in his sewer. It was a great time.
So, Fulton has an anti-magic field he could put on this guy, but we're inside a magic mansion.
It might break
Don't
things.
ask.
Don't do it. It might, like, warp reality on that spot. Be bad.
Yeah, you'll kick him out of the mansion if you do that. Don't do that.
Alright then. Established. So you have that ring, so I guess you just put it on. Would it, I don't know, glow?
That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing if he's actually a dwarf or if he's just insane.
You put it on, and it fails to illuminate.
Alright, now I'd be confused. Listen, that doodad glows in the presence of... Oh, it could not just be evil, that's a possibility. Through that, I find that... unlikely. Through... Oh, wait, we have a paladin. No, we have a cleric who just pretends to be. Damn it.
He gets
Why aren't you a paladin again? Do we have any kind of detect evil? Like, just the spell? I mean, I guess the ring is, but I don't know if to trust it, because it has to have 2 layers. No ability to detect evil? I mean, I have a bullet I could shoot him with, but...
Let me find it.
I'm a summoner.
You have a special bullet that if I shoot him with and he doesn't explode, that means he was telling he isn't a dwarf, so there you go.
I mean, I guess I could just start summoning angels to one to detect evil.
Sure, why not? Fuck
Somebody
it.
can whack him with a holy weapon and see if it does the extra damage.
Come here, we need to cut you. No. Because are we really this incompetent?
Hey,
Starting
I'm
to
looking
seem
through
that
my
way.
spells.
Yeah. Actually, just summoning an angel, like the lowest one you can, that just has detect evil, just to throw it on him, isn't that terrible an idea.
Well, it's the same summon one way or the other. Might as well go for the highest level thing I can.
Just to scare the poop out of him or heal us or something?
And
I only have Summon Monster 6 prepared right now.
Whichever one of you has more of the, well, obviously the summoner does, but whichever one would be damaged the least by using it, and if one has restoration or great restoration, you could try that at least on Fulton. You know, the whole...
like,
As
you all are- As you all are dithering back and forth on a plan, he announces, "I don't have time for this," and need you all to make a will save.
Can I shoot him?
You may attempt so, if
Well, I
you pass
failed.
the save.
Fuck
Oh,
off.
You want to borrow my
Okay.
lucky hammer?
That's 2 sessions in a row now.
Alright. Fulton, you passed. Everyone else is...
I'm going to spend an evil point.
and doesn't
Oh,
I will point
yes,
out that
I
he
keep
is...
on forgetting that. Lindal, you don't have to roll.
is it mental influence?
No, Lindal
Okay.
doesn't have to roll against blasphemy.
Oh, he's doing evil
okay.
bullshit.
well,
We're gonna have questions after this is done, maybe.
that way I was evil.
Lindal and
Lindal,
Fulton,
do you have something to
you are
admit?
fine. Garazan and Shinalar, you are dazed.
That doesn't stop me from shooting. No, it's Daze is the
That
one that prevents a turn,
Cannot
right?
take actions.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'll wait then.
Oh, screw you, buddy.
And in
and you
the
beat him.
first non-surprise round, Lindal, you're first.
In time? No, you revealed my secret, lightning bolt.
But is there any appreciable difference between not being affected by blasphemy and just making the save for blasphemy?
It's the difference between
At your
covering your
ep-
ears at a loud noise and not even flinching at it.
Yeah. Your HD is equal to his caster level, so you only save against being dazed or not. The other things that if you were a lower level than him, you'd still suffer some effect if you made the save, but dazed is just straight out negated.
But what I mean is it noticeable that Lindal doesn't care about it? Or do we just assume he made a save?
Neither of you two flinch when the invective word of evil is shouted. So
So the really evil guy and the really good guy don't care.
What kind of penalties is this guy taking for being bound? to his AC?
He's entangled. He's considered entangled because he's wearing both, so that effect. He's considered flat-footed because I think he's sitting, isn't he? Because if he's sitting with the manacles and fetters on, he is considered flat-footed. I don't know if he's sitting.
He is sitting on a bed, so he's not prone or anything.
That's up
let's
to
see
GM's
here.
discretion there on that one. It just says if you're like on the floor, sitting, or prone, you are considered flat-footed when wearing the manacles and fetters. That's really all there is to that. Otherwise, you're just taking a reflex penalty.
Well,
a big one.
I thought you only shackled his arms, his hands.
Oh, manacles and fetters. Fetters go on the legs.
Gotcha. Okay, so yes, he will have. He doesn't have a dex bonus to AC, and he is also entangled. You said?
Yeah, if you're wearing both, you're considered entangled because you're completely you can't flail around very well.
Okay.
You take an extra.
That actually gives no penalty to AC, but his AC isn't the greatest in the world either.
Yeah, I kind of expected that, to be honest.
Okay, that's good.
He also has like absolute dick all. Like if he already had dick all, he has like actual
You
other penalties on
He
reflex.
took off his braces of protection, and
I'm
Yeah.
wearing his shirt.
You are wearing his shirt.
yeah, you're wearing his chain, his
There we go.
masterwork mail. Yeah. So yeah, his AC right now is in fact 10.
Wow. I'm just checking to see if because the other than
Okay, I just wanted to
reducing
see if I can
shade-
ping him with this.
fetters. Here we go. Yeah, he's entangled. Can only move at half speed. Blah 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 blah. Must make if he wants to move at all, he has to make a check. If he
Okay,
fails the check, he
We
falls
got
prone.
all of that. So
Oh,
if you're just blah blah blahing over any details, there's no new information to give me.
okay.
I'm pulling it up. I'll get it.
Well, I don't know if you knew where it was. 'Cause it's like hidden in the bottom of the universe.
That's why Google's search is better
Montana?
than most others.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't think you can get lower than Montana.
I think there's parts of Texas that are lower.
Uh-huh. Alright. So, Fleshworm Fort Save. Every round until the duration ends.
Every round, all the rounds for eternity. His saves are really fucking good for having no gear.
Oh, you're right. That one... his will has been unaffected by you stripping him, but yes, his fort should actually be 3 lower. So, 28.
3 lower.
Yeah, 23 is the AC.
Okay.
If I had my gear, that would have worked.
Yes. Do you have a move action?
Protect me.
Alton.
Fulton will take a step forward, draw his sword with that action, and,
You can use the flat of the blade to just beat him.
considering he was just hit with a fleshworm infestation, I'm not sure it's necessary.
Yeah, you can threaten him with it. Sword, sword to the neck kind of thing.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was planning. So yeah, let's put the sword to his neck. Might as well make it intimidate for that, since he'll get an AOO if he tries to cast anything anyway.
Mm.
I don't know if he
What?
can make an AOO with manacled hands.
No,
And-
I'll get an AOO if he tries to cast anything.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, what's he gonna do? Slap you?
Falter's not going to say anything because he knows that it's less than intimidating right now.
Die out, dude.
I point sword.
Best sword. It's shiny.
Insert one-liner. Oh, shit. That was my script.
But yeah,
Oh.
that's what he's got.
Alright. He looks at your sword, spits on it.
It is a holy blade, so you just probably sizzles.
And just snarls out, I have generations of ancestors to protect me. And the air around everyone suddenly fills with ghostly forms tearing out through the walls and clawing at people as they go by.
What kind of ghosts? The question there is, do they have beards?
As a
Pirate
point of
woodchuck.
fact, yes.
Big flowing ones?
Some of them.
The majority?
Let's see here.
Right, do I get an AOO for him casting that?
It's not a spell, actually.
Yeah, it
Damn.
sounds supernatural.
He's an oracle, he's gonna be fucking with you this whole time. He can just do stuff.
So here comes. Where is... Oh, there we go.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
And which save is this? I know it's a save, but which one?
I guess will, but...
There we
I don't
go.
know. Alright then.
The fort save will modify that damage.
We are
Fulton
shit.
continues. Jeez.
Alright, Lyndall, you halve the damage. Everyone else takes full damage, and...
Is it reduced by DR? No.
It is not.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of damage it is.
Unless you have ghost touch armor.
So it's negative energy damage, then, I presume?
It's just raw damage, but
Oh,
it
okay,
is
it's untyped.
coming from these ghosts.
Fair enough.
Okay, now the fort is both to halve and to prevent. Where the hell is it?
Penis envy.
No.
Have you amused?
Half orc does not mean that half.
Oh, right. It's nowhere near as good as it actually sounds on there. But those who were affected, Razan, Chanel, Fulton, you guys are also cowering, but it does not. It is only going to last.
Oh, it's a fear effect? Sorry, I'm part war. I'm part fighter. Add 2 to my save. Does that change anything? I don't know if it's a fear effect. I didn't know it was a fear
Adding
effect.
2?
Yeah.
Is it a fear effect?
I mean, if
No,
that's what the
no,
fort
it
says.
just comes out and it startles and knocks you over. Is the intention?
That's what knocks you
It
prone?
doesn't have any attributes on it.
Well, if it says it
I am
makes you...
immune to fear, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of confusing, because if it makes you in any way frightened or cowering or panicked, it is considered a fear effect from what I know. Like I said, I never encountered
a
this.
fear
So,
effect says it's a fear effect on it. The same way a death effect says it's a death effect.
so there's just fear effects that just aren't fear effects, so that's just broken and dumb. Alright,
Well,
get on.
no, it's -2 to your armor class, and you lose your dex bonus.
No one else does that. Other stuff that isn't called freaking frightened, but whatever.
I'm immune to fear, magical or otherwise.
I guess you're just not affected by that, I guess. That one part? I don't know.
Going back to it, seeing if pull it up on the SRD instead of Hero Lab. Maybe I'm missing an attribute here.
I have basically a paladin's aura of courage.
Yep.
Yeah, unless it has.
Oh, I
the
believe
fear
you.
descriptor.
It doesn't say anything about it being a fear effect here.
Yeah, effects that don't have the fear descriptor aren't fear effects.
Well, I can see where the confusion with that is. I just know the aura of courage only says about fear effects for allies within range of the person. Paladin themselves is just immune to fear.
If not a fear effect, it just comes the barrage of ghosts comes on. It comes on so suddenly that creatures affected, the creatures who fail to save, suffer cowering for 1 round. Is what it says.
I got nothing. Yeah. It says like they were cowering. I guess it's not the actual effect. It's just a debuff similar to.
Basically, it's like if bats flew overhead and you ducked your head instinctively. That's the best thing I've got.
Yeah, that's what it reads as to me.
Ah, bats.
I mean, just the natural reaction.
And he knows he's going to cop that sword if he tries to get up from where he is, so he's passing on to Lindahl.
So I lose a grand total of 3 AC from that.
Oh, cowering is a fear effect if you go to the conditions page.
Oh, I know that.
Frozen in fear can take no actions. So if it actually gives them the cowering condition, that is a fear effect.
Does it say give condition as cowering, or this is really
it says
terribly unclear?
Is cowering, capital C, C page.
Alright, so if it's as the
47.
ability to cower, then yes, Fulton is immune, and I don't know if I should get my bonus on the save or not, I don't know.
Yeah, frightened, panic, cowering, and shaken are all the fear effects.
So should I get my bonus to save, because this is a fear effect spell, because it gives cowering, or what?
It's not a fear effect. It just gives the condition cowering.
Okay.
I'm guessing whoever the author of this splat just didn't take into effect that usually cowering includes frozen in fear.
No, that's the universal rule for cowering. If it says you're cowering, that's what it is.
So it's a fear effect, not the spell, but that particular aspect is a fear thing.
Yeah, I got it.
So Fulton is immune to that. The rest of us, however, are stuck.
Yeah, you would get the +2 for the cowering effect, but not for the damage.
Right.
I'm willing to go with that.
Did that actually change anything? Because it was only a +2 to a 25. Or was it?
+2 to 24.
Sorry, 24. 25 was she.
Yes.
Who all failed the fort save anyway?
Everyone except
everyone except Lindahl.
Did my +2 change
But
any
if
of that?
you have a +2, then you're fine.
Oh, alright. Well, I'll still take the full damage off, but yeah, alright then.
Okay.
I am not cowering, because I'm a dwarf.
I still failed the fort save, but I'm not scared.
Because you're you.
Yep.
I'm apparently freaking the hell out.
And you two have had your round of being dazed, so you get to roll in, and everyone comes in above Havelock. This is not going to go well for him. Lindahl.
No, it's
Nope.
not. I still have salt rounds, asshole.
Just a second. Okay, I was just trying to see if it says when he has to make a new save. I guess at the end of my turn, since it doesn't specify.
Oh, Fleshworm?
Yeah.
Oof, that's a fail. Alright, he takes D6 and 2 points of dex damage and is staggered.
Well, that brings down his AC even more.
Can you roll the D6 for hit point damage? Thank you. Carry
Yeah,
on.
very hurt.
Okay, so let's see what I still have left. Excruciating deformation. Hellfire ray.
Well, it is rather poignant to send him to hell when he dies. Not just yet, please. We want to get a reward, because I'm 90% sure this is, Haddock, I think his name was. Haddock? I wrote it down.
We know it's him. His name is on his token.
Kodak the Hera, there it is.
He's thinking he's the dwarf in disguise.
Yeah, I think he's the dwarf, not this fuckwit.
That Kodak the Hero is whenever Havelock Hart manages to put illusions and stuff on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh,
It's possible, I suppose.
Yeah, he said he was an unusually tall dwarf, and I'm an unusually tall dwarf, but this is pushing it, and he's claiming to be a dwarf, so I'm just kind of,
So all I have for combat is excruciating deformation, which could kill him, or battering blast, which could kill him.
Take your stick and thunk him on the head.
I don't carry a staff.
What kind of wizard are you?
There are very few wizards
You have a
that
picture.
actually carry staffs.
His picture has a staff on it and everything. What kind of lame wizard are you?
His picture has a scythe.
Eh? Oh, I
It's
couldn't
a
tell. It's an energy
yeah.
scythe. I couldn't tell.
Actually,
But I
carry
it's
a
off
rapier.
panel, but yeah.
Oh, okay. That is. Oh, so that is like silvered. Well, that's really silver for a metal. All right.
But
Whatever.
either way, I carry a
Punch
rapier.
him. Borrow my lucky hammer and go to town. Do something.
I mean, Fulton will be beating him into submission on his next turn.
And I'll be helping, so this is probably over, to be completely honest. Alright.
Just a second, I have to look up how much this fucks him over.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me I shouldn't just summon a bunch of gargantuan anacondas to grapple him?
You're a cowarding.
You shush. He will deal with snakes.
For every 5. I'm caster level 17, right?
Yep. Actually, no, you should be 18 by now, aren't you?
No, I'm level 18. I'm caster level 17.
Oh, right.
Okay, so I get 3 balls, each doing 5d6. Wait. Yeah, each doing 5d6 damage. And it does a bull rush, but he can't be moved right now anyway, so he's just getting the damage. Okay.
Okay.
So 3 attacks. So my 3 attacks are coming up.
Yep. None of those are ones.
So that's 5d6 for each of them, so 15d6 coming at him.
Oh, that's some damage.
That rolled nice and high, didn't it?
I think I murdered him.
No, that...
Well, you have just exactly reversed all of that healing Fulton put on him earlier. And
So
hold
he
on a
did.
second, his token was incorrectly at all health here. There we go. All right. He falls back on the on the bed, and spasms several times.
Sigh.
And it looks like you've put a very sizable dent in his chest.
Alright, Fulton will burn 1 level 1 spell and cure him.
Cure light wounds.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll it.
Let's just get rid of that. What's the cure light wounds again?
He really should not have fought back against us.
D8, and I think it maxes out at 5, or... No, 10.
Nah, it's 5.
Damn it.
Well, the plus from caster level, I mean.
Yes. Max is out of 5.
Yep.
Hey, I rolled max.
Yes, you did.
Is he dead? No, he's not. Okay.
He's just mostly dead.
There's a big difference between really dead and mostly dead.
Mm-hmm. It's called that fine line.
It looks like you didn't manage to break any organs when those ribs broke, but he is out for the count for now.
What have we learned?
Heart dumb.
Very dumb. And we need to bring him somewhere where we can talk to him, and he doesn't pull this crap. And I know one place we can do that, and it's not here.
It's here?
Not here.
Here?
Nope. I apologize, but iron bars and manacles are not stopping evil death sorcerer McGee over there. We need something stronger. Magically, so.
Your other prisoner pipes up. What's that about? Evil Summoner McGee? What?
That fellow over there, and I point and let him see.
They're
I'm
in
assuming you
opposite cells.
saw all that or heard it, or at least
They're in separate cells.
oh, yeah,
He's been
absolutely.
overhearing.
That's what I'm assuming. Oh, okay.
Remember,
so I can't actually show him.
he's been quietly doing wood carving with pieces of Lindahl's nice beds.
Oh, wait a second. He's unconscious. I'm gonna drag his ass out. He's still manacled and fettered, and he's unconscious, so he's about as... And I'll show him to
Didn't
this
you
guy.
manacle and fetter him to the bed?
No. I don't do that. I just mean one of his hands and one of his legs would be free, and that's bad, so no. So yeah, I drag his unconscious body so Caster McGee can see him and ask him, you recognize him?
What are you people doing? You're assaulting the city's nobility now?
How about we show you something that we found?
Actually, hang on. Caster McGee would have been arranged at that blasphemy.
Well,
This
he was
isn't
probably
the
dazed
scale.
for a round.
This isn't the scale. He's in a separate room. We're on a completely different floor.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah.
Also, blasphemy requires line of sight to all affected.
Oh, does it really? It's kind of weird.
Yes.
Since it's a vocal effect.
Yes, but it's only people who are there to witness the event.
Lads, real quick, you think we should let Caster McGee to go see what we found and use that as evidence to, you know...
I'm not related to Lord Hartazal. Why do you call both of us McGee?
For translation. Sorry, it's very poor.
Because of the Great Stencil series, McGee and me. If anybody gets the McGee and me reference, you get the no prize.
Regardless,
Fulton
lads.
will avoid speaking up too much, but he will point out, you heard casting.
Oop. Yes, but I figured that was you insane lot.
See, I saw that coming. Listen, I say we show him what we found, and I'm 90% sure that'll convince him. If it doesn't, back in the cell he goes.
He's under a geese still, right? So
Can't you change it, or turn it off, or... something? Did we imprison him for life here?
No.
Because now I'm worried.
no, we told him to stay in that room.
Okay, take the room with us.
The room isn't removable.
I don't know, it's magic. You're magic-y people here, maybe it is.
A Gias lasts a day per level.
Saying you can't turn it off, so he's kind of stuck there.
No, but he'll make attempts to return to the room, so I actually have a way around this.
Put him in a box.
No, I'll go to the door to the mansion.
Put
We'll go
Um,
outside, and I'll revoke his allowance into the mansion. He'll be dumped outside of it, and we can show him what's going on. He'll make attempts to get back into the room, and then we'll let him.
that works actually.
Also, it should be pointed out that, yes, a geese lasts a day level, but it is also dismissible by its caster.
I kind of like.
Yeah, don't want to dismiss it just yet, though.
Just
I kind of
just
like
pointing it out.
Lindall's plan of not letting him back in, even though he's going to try to get back in. Kind of nonsense. Because he can still look around and like, oh, this is horrible. Where'd you find this?
So yes, let's do that.
Alright, yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure Havelock's nice and... It doesn't matter if he's, like, up and going crazy in here, like, if I don't manacle and fetter him, like...
Why don't we bring him with us? Because letting him out of our sight, it seems really stupid.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's a good idea.
unconscious, manacled, and fettered. Just bring him.
Okay, so we're going to go to. We're going to leave. I'm going to poke my head back in and revoke this guy's allowance into my mansion to kick him
Be
out.
gone!
His geese will make him try to claw his way back in, but while he's doing that, he'll see the room we're in.
Just for record keeping, who is carrying the unconscious form of Havelock Hart?
Hey, Fulton.
I've seen servants.
We do
Not
get
once you're
outside
outside
of the
of the manor, no?
Fulton will carry him.
Well, we can let them carry him inside the door.
Yeah, I guess we could let him carry him inside the door, then dump him out of it in a pile, and I just sit on the pile.
Your prisoner from the city guard he looks quite distressed, as though he's got an upset stomach. But once brought out of the room, once brought out of the mansion, he looks around and tries to absorb his surroundings and the absolute mess they are, which is a little bit more than is visible here, but only because we've done things like erase the templates where fireballs and lightning bolts and
Black
And wind
tentacles.
guns.
storms and black tentacles have all been. But Spider-Man's body is still there. No,
Can't
that's
believe
not
they got Peter
Spider-Man.
Piker.
Those bastards. Oh, that makes sense now. Havelock is Dr. Octopus. Okay, sense has been made. So, we found this underneath, what's he called? The Gold Bishop? Gold Inquisitor? Gold something.
Under the Gold Inquisitor's house.
No, it was Inquisitor? Yeah, okay, so Gold Inquisitor's house. This was underneath it. Secret passage. And he, pointed Mr. Unconscious, was at the head of the table serving that, and I pointed to his, finger quotes,
Exploding
friends that explode to showers of gore and then reform, not to mention the ghosts, just straight up ghosts. And that guy in the corner, that's not there anymore, but he was there, and he was terrible.
That pile of ashes over there, yes.
Yep. And that
Yeah, is that still like a flaming elemental body?
would be ashes then.
When it died, it fell to the ground, but did not revert to human size.
So it is just a big pile of burning. It's weird.
It crumbled into coals, yes. And you've still got the body of one of the savage cultists over there. Yeah, he soaks in the scene and looks quite aghast, but this evil was lurking beneath our very feet.
Aye, and perpetrated by one of your so-called nobles. And now you know why we had to get in. If you'd let us
No.
explain it instead of
No,
reaching for...
I will. I believe my eyes. I accept that this is the home of some foul rite, but what proof do you have that anyone who isn't lying here dead was involved with it?
Him. Point at Haylock.
Could have kidnapped him at any time.
I just give him a look. So,
I'm sorry.
explain
you
to me
forced your
how we
way
were
into
able
the
to...
into the Inquisitors. Oh damn! I forgot the word.
Basement?
No. The
House?
quarters. You
Oh.
forced your way into the Inquisitors' quarters through myself and several of my friends and comrades. Killed at least one of us. I don't know how many others. Battered me unconscious, dragged me down here, and now you expect me to believe any story you thrust in front of me?
Yes.
Also, I fed your dead friend to a snake.
Thank you for not helping.
Fulton will dope slap Lindahl.
He
Does he have to
stammers
mention?
and he stammers and trembles, and finally he just grabs at his gut, turns, and runs.
I'm going to allow him back into my mansion. He's still got a geese on him.
You need to open the door for him.
It's open.
Back in you go.
Let's see here.
We're gonna need to show him the rest of the home, I suppose. I don't
Was this a
have to do it.
regular or lesser geese? I can't remember.
Regular.
Regular
Normal.
geese. After he gets a short ways, he stops and is visibly fighting with himself and slowly turns back around and stumbles toward you.
Now get back to your cell.
Back into the house. We could show him the rest of the,
You
haven't explored yet.
people may have me at your mercy, but this here is enough to at least get you hearing, to get you recognized by the authorities as not potentially being completely horrible, foul creatures. So if you permit me to go, I will give my testimony to what I have seen here in your, such as it may be, favor.
You
Sounds
just said
lovely,
you don't
but you haven't
believe
seen the
us
other room
2
yet.
minutes ago.
Sounds lovely. You haven't seen the other room yet. Let's go horrify you some more. Come on. Come on, everyone. Let's go open that damn door. I'm tired of waiting.
Remember, he's gonna be feeling awful and needing to go back to the cell until he
Good.
gets
That means
back
you won't
to
try
the
and
cell.
side with them or some stupidity.
I have an empty 6th-level spell slot. I could just dismiss it and put it on him again.
Yeah, I'm worried he'd cast on us if you did. Might as well keep him under our yoke for a little while longer until we can totally prove that he won't laser us. I have enough trouble with magic users as it is today. Come on, let's go open that damn door and at least stick our heads in.
See, this is the problem for Fulton, because we're causing the guy undue pain.
Undo, he's earned it.
He's a member of the
Let's
city
dismiss it.
guard who's been kidnapped by people.
Yeah, what exactly has he actually done to earn any of it?
Nothing. Just
Try to
dismiss
kill
it
us,
later.
mostly.
later.
He basically did his duty.
Trying
The
to kill
character,
us.
I'm fine with torturing him, but
If you want to turn it
I don't
off, turn
care
it
if
off.
it
I'm
just,
just saying if he
turn it
turns
on,
on you and stabs you in the back, don't blame me. Besides, I don't think it's that bad. He's just sick to his stomach, right?
That's really not the point.
Just turn it off.
Fulton,
We'll drag
having
him
a
on.
brainwave, is going to tell everyone to back away from him and the guard.
Sit on Havelock for a bit.
Oh, that'll do such wonders for his chest injury.
I know.
Kick.
Fulton
Kick.
will now.
Kick.
God. Fulton
This
will cast his anti-magic field.
How far away?
That is a 10-foot radius.
Okay, we're good.
Alrighty.
And dismiss the gears. If it wasn't already dismissed by just that happening.
I think it's just suppressed while it's underneath it. I don't think it's gonna
Yeah,
dispel. It's just
I get the
suppresses.
impression it would be just suppressed.
And Fulton will take hold of the guy's arm, not necessarily roughly, but enough to show that he is doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Come see
See what?
tunnels. Let's go to the tunnels.
What was more horrifying in the tunnels? I don't...
Just to show that we are saying that there were tunnels connected to the Inquisitor's house. We don't need to go all the way back there, but...
No, I was saying we go down one we haven't gone yet, just to show them, because I'm not going back in that maze. Fuck that.
So wait, you want to open the unknown door with this guy?
Yep. That way, if we come across anything horrific or unexpected or some scenario that would otherwise indicate
We know
guilt
how to
of
get
these
through
people,
the maze, and we don't need to be here anymore. We'll just backtrack.
yeah, that too. It's just a matter of if we open that door and on the other side is, I don't know, the king
All right,
feasting
fine,
on the corpse
come on.
of someone,
Anti-magic field's
he'll
10 minutes per
know
level,
we
let's
haven't
get
faked
going.
that.
Yeah, whatever, let's go then. Come on.
Alright, yeah, I was impatient. Now you're impatient. I drag
Yeah,
Havelock
because I
by his
cast
hair.
a spell with a duration on it.
Oh.
Yeah, if you guys are going to open an unknown door while we're trying to haul prisoners, you can count me out of that.
Alright, you can just sit there. I drag Havelock
And
by
again,
his
get
hair.
away
And...
from Fulton. He has an anti-magic field around him.
What do I care?
Yeah, bombard
All your
doesn't-
magic gear.
Does it
will
not work
just
with
be
me?
suppressed.
It's anti-magic.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
God.
kind of what it does.
Oh god, Fulton.
Oh no.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot.
Fulton, dude.
Oh god, he
He's
went
dumb.
stupid.
That happens.
I wander over, take my...
You
Go... What are you
Hold
centering
on a
on?
second, we need to rewind just a little
Oh
bit.
Jesus.
'Cause
He did not think that through. He did not think that through.
That's because he's dumb. What do you want?
So Fulton, you cast anti-magic field, reach out, take hold of the guy's arm,
Forget what you were doing.
and now all you see is all your friends over there, and this guy right in front of you, who's looking terrified and snatches his arm back away from you. What do you want of me?
Or more accurately, glob, 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 because he can't understand.
So the question is anybody else that he actually knows going to do anything before Fulton reacts?
Garzan assumes he had
Well,
a plan.
Yeah, they won't be able to see the change in the change in Fulton from that far away while Fulton's wearing his helmet.
Okay, you know what? Let's rewind a bit further. Because Lindahl would have been able to clearly tell what he was casting, because I'm pretty sure I can
This is
auto-pass
true.
that test. And he's not stupid enough to not know that would screw him over.
Yes, we can go as far as Lindahl. You may now react to Fulton having gotten the spell off.
Because he was still standing, like,
What did he
30
cast
feet
it
away.
on?
Anti-magic is always centered on you.
Yep.
How long does it last?
10 minutes per level.
Why'd he cast it?
Derp.
Because it keeps him from casting anything.
Oh,
Keeps
he's
casting
gonna.
again.
I see. He was gonna like. Okay,
Yeah.
I think I see now.
It's a walking isolation field.
And normally it'd be fine.
Well,
Oh,
I am.
have
Though
fun
actually,
with
does it
it.
do anything to having bestow curse on you? I don't think so.
I don't know if bestow curse has a magical effect theoretically. I guess the question is, did it deal damage
It's
and then
there.
end, or is it continual?
It's no the So it suppresses any spell or magical effect used within, brought into, or cast in the area. And it...
Yeah, Bestow Curse is duration permanent, not duration instantaneous, so it would be suppressed by it.
Oh.
Hmm.
1 second.
So his int would go up.
The curse... Oh, I need to pull that up. It's permanent.
Yeah, Bestow Curse is permanent. Only instantaneous things aren't dismissed by anti-magic fields and stuff.
Right. They can't be cast in, but a evocation is completely unaffected by anti-magic fields because it doesn't put magic through the area, it just uses magic to create some effect.
An anti-magic field suppresses any spell or magic effect used within, brought into, or cast into the area.
Actually, wait, you said curse, right?
Yes.
You said it was curse. Is this a curse? Like
This
as
is
the
Greater
curse
Bestow
spell?
Curse.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that would be dispelled because Greater
Not
Bestow
dispelled.
Curse is one of those.
It's not
It'd
Or
be
do
dispelled.
suppressed.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
suppressed. It's duration permanent, not duration instantaneous.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
not like
so,
some
yes,
other damagey
Bolton.
spells.
Yeah. if
Your
it's-
head,
Yeah.
your suddenly gets much, much clearer as clarity comes back to you.
So we got it wrong. He didn't get stupid again. He got smart again.
Yes.
Oh. That's helpful.
You can form sentences as much as your base int would allow, anyway.
Now.
I don't know
He's
how dumb or
base
smart he
into
is.
10.
Okay, he's average.
Eh.
Get on with
Alright.
it.
Come on. Let's go show him.
Right, we all keep a 10-foot distance from you as you go show him. Well, everyone who's going, I'm going.
So you're going back through the labyrinth that you traversed to get here?
No, that's why not all of us might not be going, because Lindell has a thing about not taking prisoners on new trips.
Yeah, because I'm not stupid.
I said, the labyrinth you came through to get here, not the other doors you have not explored.
Yeah, and I'm saying we want to take, at least Fulton and Gorazin would like to take the one we have not yet explored option.
Actually, Fulton wants to go back to the labyrinth, but Gorazin is complaining.
Well,
Yes.
why are we going back to the labyrinth?
Because opening unknown doors is bad.
You guys said that you wanted to prove to this guy that this place is accessible by tunnel underneath the Gold Inquisitor's quarters.
Fine, we'll do this the long way.
Is he doubting that?
Yeah.
Well, he says we might have stuff for the Authority, when the Authority is the Gold Inquisitor, who this is connected to.
Mm-hmm. I'll drag Havelock Hart around. I do mean drag. I
This
don't
guy
care.
believes that this is the scene of some horrible rituals, but he doesn't
Whether-
believe your accusations about Havelock Hart here or the Inquisitor.
Well, that's his business. Let's just take him up through the
So,
bloody maze then.
before we really get going here, because you're probably just going to need to drag our tokens, it's a long while of walking. How long did it take us to get from the Inquisitor's place to here?
Well, okay, including or not including the whole puzzle aspect?
If you had been able to walk straight through that little labyrinth, then it was probably about 12-15 minutes walk.
Okay, that's fine then, since he can have that
From
anti-magic
the cellar
field
to here?
for 180 minutes. Which he will be having for that duration, because he likes being smart again.
Me, I'm so smart.
Man, now I can't keep laughing at dumb Fulton voice.
We're off to see the wizard. And hopefully nothing will break when he walks past with anti-magic. And I assume everyone's keeping 10-foot distance away from him.
Yeah.
There we go.
I look forward to being lost in here again.
Well, we solved the puzzle. It should just be, like, open.
Mm-hmm.
Bombard, you're in front. Get moving.
I moved.
And we surely really have to bring him back to the entrance of this place, because he walked down with us otherwise.
What'd you say?
He came conscious while you guys were in these catacombs.
Oh, right, he was unconscious until then. I keep forgetting.
Are you guys gonna follow me, or am I just gonna stand here looking stupid?
Both.
Well,
I'm waiting for the NPCs to get moved.
Ah. Did we already... Is that chest open?
Hmm?
Chest. Ah,
no,
it's not open?
no.
Alright, someone keep an eye on me.
I'm gonna shoot another chest.
I'm not gonna shoot it, I'm gonna see what the hell it's
Fulton
about.
will go through the difficulties of trying to keep an eye on Karazin without catching him in an anti-magic field.
Someone else can do it, you big... I'm gonna try and open this chest.
The chest does not open at first touch.
Good to be
Alright,
checking that
pull out the
again.
pistol. Someone want to open this with magic, or am I shooting it? I hear no responses. Lifting
It'll
the
take me a
pistol.
minute to summon my little lock picker.
Gonna shoot it with a pistol. And does it have a lock? Just real quick.
It's another of these ones with an integrated lock.
Ah. Well, then I'll
I
just shoot the
step away
hinges.
for just a second.
Oh, okay, needs a second. Alright.
Maybe you
Oh,
can
so
keep
when I'm
going.
done here, I have an
I'll
idea.
be back in a minute.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I'll shoot the hinges then. Bang. Deliberately shooting the hinges, not like anywhere else, like the hinges, because I can just open it that way.
Alright.
Bang. Do I
Bang.
roll damage? It's hinges.
Carry
HP.
on.
Okay, I've shot it. I open it.
You lift the lid off of the chest, and inside
Is
there's
it
a
snake?
and inside is some odd black armor.
Dwarf sized?
Well, that depends if you're going to pick it up and examine it,
Oh, yeah.
because it's just folded inside there right now.
Nah, I'm gonna stick my hands in there. Come to Gorosin.
Yeah, you reach inside and pick up a piece of the armor, and the outside looks and feels not like metal, more like some kind of very, very hardened leather. In fact, the color reminds you of ants and other bugs and beetles.
Some kind of chitin armor then. Alright then.
Turn. What'd you find?
Some armor made of chitin. Like, carapace, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay, I take it all out, I guess.
As you pick pieces up, you notice that the inside does not feel like hard chitin. It feels like warm, moist velvet.
This would be really comfy to wear. Yeah, alright. Someone with magic know-how, please look at this. Anyone? No one with any magic know-how? Alright then.
Well, one is
Fulton
an anti-magic
can't
field.
look at it.
Well, take someone who doesn't in the... just... I take it all, bring it over here, and I have someone who has magic know-how look at it.
You might just need to carry it and deal with that later.
Fine, I don't care, deal with it later. What's over here? Can anyone stay here a
How
moment?
about we just get through the tunnels? We don't really need to
Yeah,
go
I know. Stay here a
exploring
moment.
right now.
Just trust me. Stay here a moment. Just be right back. Gordon leaves a moment.
Yep.
Goes to the tunnel they haven't explored yet, and sticks his head in because he realized that just leaving it there without checking it to see, is actually kind of dumb. It occurs to him, it might be a treasure room. What?
So Gorzin says, "Here, wait here a minute," and runs back to the meeting chamber.
Goes to the unopened door.
Just goes back to the meeting chamber, goes down that hallway to the other door, and opens it. It is not locked.
It's just full of mummies.
It is dark inside, even to your dwarven senses.
Huh.
Like you can see some light from the room behind you filtering in across the floor, but the room rapidly gets dark beyond there.
I go fetch a candle and just roll it in.
Garazin, I think you qualify for a Darwin Award at this point.
You grab a candle, roll it in, and
Lit candle.
Yeah, and it disappears into the darkness.
Not even bright any
Close the
light.
damn door.
No.
and
Let's go
leave.
going with this. Just walk in now.
No,
Fuck
at
it.
that point, yeah, I'm closing the door and leaving because I can't.
Okay.
I can't do anything about that. So
Ay.
I
I
return.
will use gunfire to light my way.
I was thinking about
And
it,
thus,
but then
the
I realized.
unspeakable evil was released upon the world.
3 minutes after Garazin says, "Here, wait here a minute," he comes back,
Shrugs. Oh, it
and
wasn't
he
a
does
treasure
not
chamber.
yet. He does not yet appear to have been possessed by unspeakable evil, but surely it's only a matter of time.
Wasn't
Yeah,
have to
can we
fight
just
me
get
for it.
moving with Cassidy McGee through here?
Yeah. Complain. It could have been a room filled with treasure, Right, shiny.
No, this is just a.
Hey, by the way, there's no exit.
One idiot.
Says the man who just led us into an exitless room. Yeah.
You
That
led
was
them
you.
into this exitless
You
room.
just led
Preserve
us
the
into this
reference.
room.
I went first, didn't lead. I wanted to go the other way.
That's the definition of lead.
No, it ain't. Well, leader is the person who says, I want to do a thing, everyone else come do it, whether or not he goes first. He's a wizard, I don't expect him to go first anywhere.
Yeah, knowledge engineering to see if I can remember where the exit is, so I can just dimension door us all over it.
South. Does Mr. Casty
can't do
McGee have
that.
anything to say about this nonsense yet?
He's been observing patiently and soaking in, well, the parts he remembers.
You cannot
He's-
dimension door us out of here.
Oh,
Or at
yeah,
least
we can
not
establish
me.
that.
Yeah, currently Fulton and his escortee are a little mutually locked.
It will defeat the point if we teleport him.
It kind of does. Hold on.
Whatever that point was at this point.
I don't fucking know.
Showing them that it's connected to the guy's house.
From what I remember, we definitely came in through the south.
Remove a
How
prayer
does it
bowl.
work? I guess we could do that. Yeah, keep removing prayer bowls. That's how it works. Alright, screw it. It's the only idea I have, because it seems like all the other entrances are open. So if we just start removing prayer bowls, we'll maybe get it. So let's remove the prayer bowls that weren't there to start with. Well, it closed behind us is part of the problem. You know, we could just wake fucking Havelock Art and just say, fix it, but he's not going to.
Yeah, that's a really dumb idea.
Anyone got
Please
any
let
mind
us
reading?
out of your murder dungeon. Pretty please.
Does someone have
Alright.
mind reading powers?
So, what are you going to do?
Someone remove a damn bowl from the pedestal.
Fine, I'll do it, because I'm the guinea pig for doing this crap. I'll take the north one off.
Okay, the stone bowls resting on the coiled tail of these dragon statues, the bowls are quite hot to the touch. Because, they've been right next to that flame for at least hours.
Actually, you know what? I have a thought. I just need to check if this will work, because this might not work. So, excuse me a second.
You're not gonna shoot the bulls, are you?
Shut up now.
Well, not now. Not that you've said
I was
that.
never going to. Shut up. Okay, no, I don't have them. So sadly, I was going to use. I thought about getting a pair of gloves that would let me instantly understand once a day, one mechanical, anything, but I don't have them, so I can't. But I do have fireproof gloves because, duh. Oop.
Fireproof does not equal heatproof.
I would
Leather
imagine they
gloves.
do.
Leather gloves will. Leather gloves are leather gloves, but
Yeah, hold
you know,
on, then.
oven mitts are flammable. They protect you from heat, but they're still flammable.
I've got a lot of stuff, so give me a second. Oh, that'll do. 14 tongs. Okay. Because I can make guns and gun peripherals, I need a pair of these, which is, they're like big clamps.
Gotcha.
They're used to lift hot stuff. So,
Songs. Carry on.
okay, I use those to lift it.
Okay. You lift up the bowl. The
I
fire
wait for
continues to burn brightly in it.
in the bowl. Oh, yeah, in the bowl. I'm gonna. Is it perfectly spherical to where you couldn't lay it on something? You have to rest it in something.
It is rounded on the bottom, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's a pain in the ass. Someone check the doors, because I can't. I got a hold.
Nope.
Fault it'll take Casty McGee to go check this little corridor.
Yeah, you gotta not see the corridors in order to check them. It's weird. You gotta read. It's weird.
That one's still open.
All passages seem to be unchanged.
Alright, I'll put that one back and take a different one.
Okay.
I'll just take this one on the right. I can't move Casty, so get out. Presuming I'm taking the one on the right.
At
Okay.
least there's no long-term downside to stepping through Fulton's bubble.
Mhm.
This is true.
Well, there is, but not so long as Fulton can't cast Detect Alignment.
Yeah.
This is true.
Alright, you lift up that bowl. These bowls are all quite hot. Could I just get a basic dex check to, hold the bowl without burning your hands?
You talking to me?
Yep.
Clamps? Just stand here
Yes,
with
I
them?
know your tongs, but you can't get around the width of the bowl. You have to grab the bowl and you have to grab the bowl around its lip, and so your hands are a lip above the bowl, and you're just trying not to get any flames on you.
Ah, yeah, I am doing very well to not do that while they search around. Are they searching around, or are they just standing there like goobs?
They're looking around whenever something changes, but right now I'm asking you to please make a simple dex check just to keep
Oh.
yourself from burning yourself.
See, I missed that part.
Yes.
Dex, then. I'm good at this.
I would hope so.
You're really tempting it there.
Well, you don't expect it from a guy who just aims and shoots a cannon.
I'm good at this. Roll 1.
Nice try, but you didn't manage to,
Yes. Your hands remain unburnt.
Sigh.
you actually have to put them out?
I'm getting to the point where we should just head back and screw it. Just teleport out through this noise.
You were at that point a couple times. We went back and checked the door for random reasons.
I can't teleport out though. That's different.
I'll just go ahead and walk next to the walls for a minute to see if the anti-magic field does anything to them.
Nothing visible. Seems to change.
Alright, get back in here.
Alright, Grazin, you know alchemy, kind of, right?
Yeah, I know gunpowder.
If we put out the fire in those bowls, there'll be stuff still in the bowls to set on fire again.
Good question.
The liquid in those bowls burns brightly.
Craft alchemy.
Yes. You don't know what the liquid is, so you don't know how difficult it will be to put the flames out without just pouring out the bowl.
Yeah.
Which will be bad.
We just need to cover it with something that can't burn.
Well, the thing is, it's burning the liquid. It's a slow, long-burning liquid, most likely, and if you
Yeah,
can't
we just
really
need to smother it.
Yeah,
I vote we use Havelock Heart.
I second.
No, sadly. I put the bowl back where it belongs
Okay.
and get out a. How big is the bowl?
Only about a foot across.
Yeah, if you have a pot lid or something, that should do it.
Yeah, I do, because I have cooking gear. Boop.
You lower a cookpot lid over the flames.
That should cut off the air supply and stop it from burning.
Mm-hmm. After a few moments, the top of the cooking pot lid begins to bubble and hiss, and then the whole thing collapses and melts into the bowl.
That is some serious fucking fire. Well, I'm gonna go just take the other way. Which way was it again? It was this way, right? Yeah, like 90% sure it's this way. I was hoping it didn't, so, yeah. I am going the other way, because this is nonsense that I refuse to be associated with.
Of course.
You all coming, or am I going along?
Bye.
Bye.
Grazin goes back into the room, which he unleashed the horrible evil in.
Well, assuming he's not headed back to the Magnificent Mansion to get some shut-eye.
I'm gonna go to the nice sitting room, grab a chair, pull it over, sit down, light a match, and smoke a bit as I wait for them to figure out they're never gonna figure it out.
I think Lindahl
the
takes that as
meeting
a
chamber?
challenge.
Good, I'll see you in 100 years.
I'm going to revoke his right to be in my mansion.
Well, not in your mansion, so fair enough.
Alright, so the meeting chamber?
Yeah, I'm just in the meeting chamber smoking, so they can go on doing this until they figure out they'll never figure it out, so.
Just some of your own smoking stash?
Yeah, I have my own. I'm not using the really good stuff.
Or the diamond dust?
No.
Faulted would create water, but...
But?
he has an anti-magic field.
Hmm.
Well, we don't actually have any reason to come back here. We could just pour the bowl out.
Besides the door you haven't gone in.
What door?
The one in the...
The one in here.
The wall of the unspeakable evil.
Right?
I can
Why does everyone
teleport us
assume
back
darkness
here.
I can't see it is unspeakable evil? It could just be really dark.
Because it usually is.
I can just teleport us back here. We don't need to go through the maze again.
That's true.
That's what greater teleport's for. If I've been somewhere, I can teleport there.
Right, you were teleporting around to that room, so you know you can do it in there.
That's why I'm in here, because you can't teleport in there, and you can teleport in here, and in there is a waste of time.
Anyway, let's just throw the bowls out.
But then you can't get in here. Well, unless you teleport, I guess. But then you can't get out either.
Well, we don't need to get in there. Nothing
Well,
important.
you need
in
to
there.
get out, and I'd bet anything you throw the bowls away, you don't get out. And you can't teleport in there, so you might just trap yourselves for eternity. Whole group dead. Gorzin lives.
There's...
I bet anything. I want you to throw those bowls out, because it will kill you. I swear anything. There's no way it's not going to. It would be really weird if the answer to the solution was break all the stuff.
I think you're all trying to think way too many steps ahead in a puzzle to which you do not know all the rules.
Yeah, that'd be part of the problem. That's why I'm saying, screw it.
You
I'm going
too.
either that direction or teleporting.
So what is the group in the Dragon Chamber doing?
Why don't we just teleport back to the mansion and walk back this way from there? Or yeah.
Because anti-magic.
Wait for it to wear off.
That'll be a little while.
Only a couple hours.
It's
That's
2.5.
fine. I would like to prepare spells anyway.
No, actually, it's 3 hours.
Lindell goes back to the meeting chamber.
I'm going to go prepare spells.
I lift my pipe at him. How did it go?
So now Fulton has to both carry
I go into
Havelock
my mansion.
and bring this guy back.
Or you can carry one.
I have -1 strength.
Fulton will do his best to carry Havelock and escort Cassidy McGee.
His best. You have a strength score of what again?
Carrying the person is not the problem.
Carrying them comfortably?
Managing
Carry the
2
person-
prisoners at once.
Yeah.
One over each shoulder. You're strong.
Cassidy McGee is not unconscious.
We could fix
Well,
that.
he just follows then.
Or, he tries to run given this opportunity. And then he gets trapped in the labyrinth or whatever.
Yeah, no, he'd be dead. He might as well just kill himself in that case.
Already. Yes, Fulton, you can certainly carry the Havelock's body.
Yeah, we'll see if Cassidy McGee tries running. Alright, off we go. I imagine she don't ever want to move out of the way unless she wants anti-magic all over her.
It's in my wounds.
City guard watches Fulton pick up the body and start walking. Looks over at Shinolar.
Fulton is keeping him in that anti-magic
Turns and
radius.
follows Fulton. Back to the meeting chamber?
Back to the meeting chamber.
Yep. She'll just take up the back.
Gorzin smugly asks if you guys managed to figure out the puzzle. Being so smarter than him and all.
And that's why Gorazin isn't sleeping in my mansion tonight.
Completely pointless going in there. Can we go in the room we haven't gone in now? I will say this, they may be cruel, unusual monsters, but they have really comfortable sofa.
Well, I'm going to rest. I need to prepare spells.
Alright, fair enough.
Fulton just sighs because he has to stay here.
I hope you brought a bedroll. I know I did.
I don't think she's gonna leave, because I don't think she really trusts Gorzin watching over Fulton if that thing wears off.
Mm-hmm.
Though
Well,
wears
if it
off,
wears
it's
off, he'll just
back
be
to
wearing
40.
my headband and he'll be fine.
Yes.
He'll be dumber, but he'll be fine.
I don't think any of us are gonna be fine.
Fulton turns to Cassidy McGee. I imagine we'll just teleport to the outside of the entrance to that labyrinth to show you where it connects to his house. Since it apparently doesn't want us leaving through it.
It was a very confusing mess. You
You
spoke.
are the most goal-aligned group of mercenaries I have ever heard of. You bicker with each other. You argue amongst every simple thing to do. You spread out and don't tell each other where you're going. You can't possibly be an organized evil cabal. You're all incompetent.
Well,
Fulton would just kind of stare down at his Iamade aligned armor.
that's the most backhanded compliment I've received in a while.
Where's
Fuck
the
you too.
compliment?
It was a backhanded compliment. It's like a compliment's not
I
a
don't
compliment.
think it's even.
Well, we aren't an evil cabal, is what he said.
That's the compliment part, yeah. He's officially kind of on our side of there's no way we could be an evil cabal because we're so bloody unorganized, let's go with.
Lindell's already left, so none of us here are evil.
To be fair, none of us were associated until, how long has it been, a week?
A little over, but yes.
A little over a week ago. Like, we haven't exactly known each other long, and trust me, when we're actually fighting for our lives,
It's been a very stressful week.
yes it has, and we get a little more in order when we're fighting for our lives. When we're dealing with puzzles, we get a bit irritated, especially that puzzle. Fucking elves.
Shifting walls and mazes are not enjoyable.
For anyone, ever. Well, if you lot want to smoke, I have spare. I also have really good shit if you want to get out of, de-stress yourself. Apparently, whatever it is they smoke here is really good.
The guard has been looking like he's thinking a whole
Just-
bunch.
Ignore the dwarf. It's the best plan of action you can possibly take.
Up until I shoot you in your shins, you asshole.
You smoked diamond dust earlier.
On mistake! Didn't do it on purpose. Besides, it's like a really manly thing to say you did that.
No,
Like,
those-
Ryan and I did
those
that.
aren't.
I smoked
those aren't
diamond
meth
dust. What have you done with your
crystals.
life?
The guard finally seems to reach an decision. Looks Fulton right in the eyes. Sir, I will not attempt escape if you release me from these cursed bonds. I would like as much to see whoever these people here were brought to justice, those that still live, as you would, as I believe you would. So, I believe you. We shall do what we can. I shall do whatever I can to make sure that you and yours are recognized as not the cause of this place.
Fulton will just look at him for a moment.
He seems to be genuine. He's confused. He's completely outside of his comfort zone, but he seems like he's being genuine about understanding you guys are, at the very least, not aligned with what happened here.
Your call, Fulton.
I believe you're the one with the keys.
Well, the manacles and shackles are on Havelock, unless we moved them.
Alright, he's a geist, so yeah, he doesn't actually have any shackles
Yeah.
beyond the
It's on your
anti-magic
magic.
field.
To us, it is your call. If he was shackled, I'd unshackle him, but
Not so much magic,
exactly. I continue smoking because that's what I do. Gets the
Fulton
mind
will
off it.
just take a few steps away.
It's a very good de-stressor, this stuff.
And are you going to dismiss the
He
these?
did that originally.
Oh, right, you did that, and then put up the anti-magic bill. Okay, carry on. The man looks relieved and just checks over his person, making sure that everything he thinks is with him is with him.
Fulton just sighs. And I have 3 hours of reasonable intelligence before my brain decides to die again.
We'll find a solution.
You not sure you don't want some of this stuff? You look stressed. That includes you, freebie. I point at Castor McGee. If you want to smoke, now's your chance, because once Grumpy returns, I need to get moving.
I do not partake.
You're a loss. It's very relaxing. You know, soothes your mind after seeing that. I point at the table, and that corpse, and that. I point at the ash pile. I need to stop thinking about these things, but never return to smoking.
There is always a time to start. You have a spare pipe.
I offer him the spare pipe, and you want the stronger stuff, or what I usually use? Stronger stuff will kick your ass, seriously. I ain't kidding, and I'm a dwarf.
I've never inhaled anything stronger than incense.
Normal stuff, then it is. There you go. Breathe slow, don't take in a deep breath, just short little bursts.
That's when you give them the diamonds.
And just relax.
We gotta man him up, right?
Sorry, we're trying to forget the horrors that we just witnessed. Sorry for being mortal, eat a dick. I summon horrors from beyond the abyss that glow and stuff. Well, mostly you summon angels lately, but you know what I mean.
Fulton is going to come over to the corpse of Spider-Man.
Yep. Eternally Spider-Man.
And, well, there's not really anything he can do to get the poor man's dignity back. He will at least arrange the body so it's not splayed out horribly.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Clothes on it.
he's a cleric. He's going to pray over it.
Okay.
Put a hat and sunglasses on it. We'll play Weekend at Bernie's.
What is she
It has
doing?
a giant
While...
hole in his chest.
Yeah, there is that. We don't have a spare sunglasses. What is she doing during the smoke fest / prayer?
To a certain degree, not taking her eyes off of Havelock.
Makes sense.
Fair enough. Could I get you to make a heal check in that line of thought?
Yes. Just checking my wisdom, which is awful. Yeah, okay.
Presuming no one's going anywhere until Lindahl has at least finished preparing spells, but after that hour...
Well, Fulton, once he's done praying, will go over and basically sit next to Hart, because he still has the anti-magic field.
Good
2
idea.
hours.
You also, could you provide a heal check? Just keeping an eye on him and staying aware of his condition.
2 hours and 15 minutes to be exact. I need to rest for 2 hours to be able to prepare spells, and then it takes me 15 minutes to prepare them.
Okay, 2 hours, 15 minutes of smoking weed every day. Alright.
There is one other thing she will to do. Most likely
Go ahead.
summoning Azada, and our former prisoner needs a little looking after.
Gotcha.
I make small
would,
talk
but
with him. I find out his actual name, because I keep calling him Castor McGee, and I don't know if that's his name or not, so I ask him his name.
His name is...
It's actually Magic LaRue.
Be funny if he actually had the last name McGee.
Spellcast McGreg.
He's secretly Havelock Hart's grandson or something.
No, it's this bastard.
That would be fitting.
Nathaniel Hart.
Bastards want to get the name, usually.
My name?
Alright, we're smoking together. We share names.
I should hope not. I wouldn't want to have an unpronounceable dwarf name.
Ha! You're funny. You know as well as I, dwarf names are as pronounceable as rocks. Real easy, real short.
Ah. Well, my name is Tam. Tam Genzem.
I be Gorazin. Lovely to meet ye in a non-regressive manner.
And yes, you bring an Azada about who can, well, be good company, probably.
Skullhat has died.
Woo!
No, he's
Hey.
only disconnected.
That was
There's a
really good
difference?
stuff.
Well, it's apparently because I have too much stuff running, so I need to...
Oh, Java crashed?
Sorta. It functions fine, but as soon as I try and, like, for example, change to draw tool so I can erase a thing, it's just, like, freeze. Just froze, stuck, won't go anywhere.
Gotcha. There you are.
Just remember
Alright.
not to summon the angels inside the anti-magic field.
Yeah, she's wouldn't even be that close to him. As soon as he moves close to her, she's just stepping away.
Don't really want to stab you, Brad.
So, Fulton, after an hour of just trying to pass idle conversation and not smell the devastation and bodies around here, you look down at Havelock and you're willing to bet that his breathing has changed. You think he might be feigning unconsciousness.
Gorazin
What's
is
the
currently
closest thing on the
explaining this-
table?
that
Closest thing on the table?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that'd be these plates over here, or the empty drinking horns that were in front of the wraiths.
if you want to whack it with a plate, by all means.
Fulton will keep a very close eye on Havelock. Step over to grab the empty drinking horn
Club him.
and drop it on his head.
Plump.
Cannot understand command. Drop on head.
And that's how I got the name Bombard. Turns out if you overload certain kinds of cannon with enough black powder, the recoil alone will kill an ogre. Which it did.
Havelock does not seem to wince or flinch away.
Urinate on him.
He's got a very good poker
Although
face.
now that the drinking horn has fallen over on its side, you can see that liquid's constantly pouring out of it.
Paul will pick it up at that point, though the rug is probably already ruined.
Hey, and pour the liquid on him. I don't
This
wake him
rug was already ruined when these guys started exploding near it.
Yeah.
up.
But yeah, that might as well start pouring the liquid on him. Not forever, to see if he actually does anything.
Yay, Chinese water torture. Drip. Drip.
Drip. He is evil.
Who had session 121 in the pool? Okay.
Oh, come on. I'm sure Nemethra waterboarded somebody at some point.
Varg, repeatedly. Sometimes for no
Well-
reason.
Yes, but that was foreplay. No.
He wasn't the cleric.
No, Varg got waterboarded repeatedly by Nemethra for sometimes no reason. For
Anyways.
counting, this is waterborne, and she has done it.
You pour out the flask, the drinking horn over Avlok's head, and after a minute he sputters and jerks his head out of the way and glares up at you again. Have you no respect for the dead?
No.
You're not dead.
Yes, well, you make a man wish he were. Savages.
Stop eating people, then. Maybe
I
I'll
don't
change my
eat
mind.
people. He
So far, I see no evidence to that,
he
so
did. And
you
he
can shut your mouth.
gestures in the direction of that pile of ash at the north end of the room.
Yes, and he died very thoroughly from it.
I noticed.
I wish I had some delicious human to eat right now.
Regardless, we only have your word to take on that, and I don't particularly feel like listening to you.
Hey, Avlok, you want to smoke? I managed to nick your good shit, so, you know, I've got quality over here.
Quality. That's one way of putting it.
Why'd you have a poison that'll get him tomorrow?
I don't know why you'd poison weed. Well, if you want some, we have it. You're gonna partake, you're gonna be sour in a corner for the rest of the day. Because we're gonna knock you out again if you start screwing around. I don't know how many times we're gonna have to do this to get through your thick skull. You lost, and you're going to continue losing, but I got all day. So how about we have a nice smoke, maybe a drink if I can, open up this cask I've been carrying around. Maybe explain some stuff, huh? Talk like civilized folk instead of just trying to murder us every time you wake up, eh?
Avlok just ignores Garazin shouting down the hall to him.
I do got
Finally,
real nice, dwarven brew here. And I've been
Finally,
saving
he
it.
looks up at Fulton. Well, if you're going to pour that out on me, could I at least have a drink? Parched here.
I just offered
Actually,
dwarven brew.
random
How dare you,
question.
sir?
How the hell is the constant drinking working in an anti-magic field?
Good question.
I will let you continue to muse over that.
But Fulton will shrug and give it to him. It's not exactly a huge deal.
Could it be full of healing liquid,
Yeah, did we know what's in it yet?
It's not magic, it's a replicator.
Well, it's working in an anti-magic field, so even if it is theoretically positive energy, it wouldn't work, I guess. I fucked if I know.
The
And Fulton is
positive
standing next to him
negativeness
with
of
a very
energy
sharp
has
weapon.
nothing to do with anti-magic.
Alright, then I don't know.
Anyways, Avlok takes it and starts taking a long swig. And I'll be back in just a second.
With his notes on how horrible things begin happening immediately after he drinks it. Because we just gave the evil mastermind exactly what he asked for when he asked for it. Like a bunch of doofs.
You're the one who's offering to smoke with him.
Uh-huh, yeah, I know, but I know what the smoke does.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he's gonna have him smoke diamond dust.
Yeah, see?
This is the smoke you found in here.
No, I was gonna give him the dwarf, the stuff, my stuff. I was gonna give him my stuff and be cordial.
You're still
and try...
smoking the stuff you found in here.
No, I have my own tobacco. I brought tobacco everywhere. I bought
Yeah, I know,
tobacco,
but you
my
said you were
tobacco.
smoking the stuff in here.
No. I offered him the stuff in here, and he was like, blarg, and I'm like, okay, I'll just have him. Because I wanted to see his reaction to that. His
I
reaction
am
was,
back.
is that what you call it? See, I was gouging reaction. I wasn't actually going to give him any. I was going to give him my stuff. Mine. And we're not smoking the stuff I found in here, me and him. Otherwise, me and Tam would be completely out of it if we were. No, we're
Fulton
smoking
will
good dwarven
have
stuff.
his weapon drawn during this time. Since
Fair
the
enough.
prisoner is awake.
Avlok just lifts the decanter to his lips and takes a very long swig. And then suddenly he starts coughing and sputtering.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, good, a cyanide.
Right, taking the decanter away.
Roll me a combat maneuver.
Lovely. Not the best.
He keeps the horn held to his lips with a death grip as he falls back onto his back, but still keeps it pressed to his face.
Trying to kill himself.
Get up. Walk
Trying again.
over. Oh, hold on, let me.
God,
Like a double
seriously?
nose.
And, well, I can't summon anything to try to heal him while he's in an anti-magic field.
Yep.
Wait, I have no
Shalar?
strength score. Never mind, I'm back here. My strength is 10. Screw that, you're on your own.
Great, thanks.
You could at least get up and look like you're trying to help.
Tam, can you come help, please?
Mm.
He's trying to
Alton
kill
will
himself.
keep trying to get the thing away from him. As many
Alright,
times.
roll assist.
You grab his arms and wrest the horn out of his grasp, but he's still spasming on the floor,
Right.
coughing up spots of liquid.
Can I do the Heimlich?
Heimlich. Well, if you have skills in heal, you automatically know it, but you don't, so good luck.
Yeah, what he said.
Punch him in the gut over and over
Well,
again.
actually, didn't Sheenalair summon an angel?
Well, it lasts for 17 minutes and several hours passed, so...
Yeah,
Has it been several hours?
Plus, it
It has-
can't do anything in the anti-magic field.
Yeah,
That would be
none of
why
my
I
stuff
just
can
step away.
There's my heal check.
the
to do
angel is
Heimlich.
probably not around at the moment.
Okay,
It's
good.
been
Garaz
well
has a heal
over.
check.
Well, I said I'm not trained in it. This is me using my wisdom.
I mean,
so.
at the fact that he's trying to kill himself, she'll start summoning it, but that's full act, well, standard.
Yep. Okay. Which kind of Azada, by the way?
Let's go for Gale. Azada. It has heal.
And Fulton will step away.
Alright.
I'm leaking desperately. Bastard! Stop trying to kill yourself and kill us. Enough with the killing.
Let's see here. Check. Check.
So as a 13th level caster, it'd be 130 heal if you use that.
Hey. So in the first round, Fulton failed to snatch the goblet away. In the second round, Havelock fell to -1 hit points and was dying. In the third round, which you guys did not succeed by the end of, he has suffocated.
Shit.
Garazan's 15 heal check was not sufficient.
I
The
give,
body of Havelockhart lays on the floor,
I
water
give Fulton like
dripping
the
out the side of
dirtiest
his
look I
mouth.
can imagine. Like, you fuck.
I'm still really confused how that thing fucking works in anti-magic.
Well, the fact it worked in active magic at all should have worried you. And maybe not give the evil villain exactly what he asked for when he asks for it. Well, that's on your shoulders. You killed a man. Good job.
I don't think the
smoking.
fact that he was killed is the real problem.
You got him killed. You assisted a suicide. You think on that. I'm smoking.
Says the guy who murdered at least 2 prison guards.
Yeah, but see, he cares more.
Except he's evil.
Yeah, that too.
Because he's evil, Fulton doesn't care that he's dead.
Yeah,
He
but now there
cares
goes
that we didn't get
information
any
and any
out of it.
like extra reward we would have gotten, and so on.
Yes, that's the part he's annoyed about. He doesn't care that he's dead. He's evil. He needed to die.
Nice
Eventually,
to know.
with due process.
Yeah, well, that doesn't always
Yeah.
happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
Now we got it. Great. Now we have no way of proving ourselves anything unless we get him resurrected. Good fucking job. This close to washing my hands of you.
Tam does come over and looks at this scene. Yeah, well, I've no idea why he tried to kill himself, but
Because you can refuse a
This-
resurrection, and he's more valuable to us alive than dead, so he's rather be dead than give up any information he has. Because, duh. Hell, I
Doesn't
don't
literally
know
just say
words.
duh.
Yeah, I
Probably.
said duh, because duh.
so,
So- None of you have ever encountered having to take a man prisoner before, honestly. Or a high-profile prisoner. Correct himself. Also, I'm getting my manacles back.
Didn't see you stopping him.
Because
Yeah,
I
you were sitting
presumed
over
he
there
wasn't...
having a smoke.
Yeah, I'm way over here. I could barely see what you were doing. Even if I could, I would presume you didn't give him some off the table. And even then, I'd have to run over there going, no, in slow motion. Because dwarf, short legs, 20-foot movement speed, not fast.
mhm.
If I was a monk, yeah, I would have leaped over there in one move action and kicked it out of his hands, but not a monk.
Assuming, good sirs and madam, yes, that you can bring the authorities back here for any proof they may be wanting to look for. What, pray tell, is keeping us here at the moment?
Fella inside needs to prepare his spell. He's probably going to be real ticked off that Fulton killed this guy, because he wanted to kill him, not because he actually cares.
Fulton just raises his hand and kind of waves around himself to indicate the anti-magic bubble.
Very well.
There's also the problem that your authorities, the Gold Inquisitor, are connected to this whole mess.
Well, we
And
don't
there goes
need
our
to
meal
take
ticket
this
to
to the
prove they were.
Inquisitor directly.
I was under the
If
impression
you-
that
if
the
you don't-
Inquisitor heard about everything in this city.
Yes, but if it is the Gold Inquisitor you are accusing of being involved in this, we could take it to the Silver Inquisitor.
And who says he isn't connected?
Well,
Who says that Havelock are one information ticket that at least someone more powerful than us or with more resources could, draw information out of, regardless of our ability to. We don't have that anymore, so there goes our proof. Out the window. All we got now is this room.
Mr. Genzen, do you know anything about the Silver Inquisitor?
well, he operates out of the region. He is the Chief Inquisitor for this entire province.
Is he a follower of Abadar as well?
Abadar? No, of Pharasma.
Hmm.
Ooh, good things there. That means he'll have the powers to interrogate dead people.
Yes, it does. That...
I can't say that in character because I'm not there, but yeah.
Yes, but Fulton is the religion nut. He knows what
Yes.
Pharasma
No,
does.
Lindell's just yelling from outside of his door. And just,
No, I'm still sleeping for at least another. Well, that happened at the hour, so for at least another hour.
The fact that the two Inquisitors follow different gods makes it less likely for them to be in cahoots. So, if we were to do this, how do you get in touch with the Silver Inquisitor?
You can anywhere from anywhere in the city. Any guard post. There is a signal flare that can be sent up in case of great emergency if you feel that the need is pressing, or else we could simply send a messenger for him. He's
And
sure
don't
to
the
arrive
flare.
in the city within 2 days.
Oh, lovely.
You didn't expect him to arrive quickly when he has to handle the whole province.
Well, this counts as an emergency in my book, but it's
Yeah,
up
the
to you
city's
lot.
inquisitors in cahoots with evil people. It's a pressing thing.
Little bit.
There it is. So what are we going to do during that 2-day period? Be given some tea? Have a nice quiet cell to sit in?
The guards could take you into protective custody.
Does that protective custody involve taking away my gun? Because I ain't interested.
I'm just gonna go somewhere else and be back in 2 days.
I'm with him.
How about we just sit in Lindahl's mansion?
Yeah, that'll work. We'll just stay in there for 2 days and be like, we're back.
Just poke our head out every day and see if the guys arrived yet, because it said within 2 days, not exactly 2 days.
Good point.
Well, it's at most 2 days' travel by fast horse to anywhere in the province of Haragath.
Yes, and hopefully he's not on the very edges of the province.
That's the hope. So we're gonna set off a flare and then hide in the mansion until he arrives, and then explain things and present the body for interrogation. And hope he's not associated with this whole mess. I've heard of worse plans. I watched a worse plan. So,
We've made worse plans.
yes, we have. I'm alright for it. It's nice and legal.
Yes.
Also, there is something I should like to point out, Fulton.
Hmm?
Anti-magic field is dismissible.
No, he did, didn't he?
Is it? I looked at it. It didn't.
That's what the parentheses D is after duration.
Oh, lovely. Sigh.
That's alright.
Not really, because the heart probably wouldn't be dead.
Well, I don't mean alright, but yes. Lindahl.
Though I'm not sure how to reconcile that information, considering he would have waited hours already.
He came conscious. He came conscious again in the last half hour and was biding his time.
Right
Just
then,
like
Fulton
that
is going to
was a
dismiss
mansion
it.
on the thing.
Fulton feels his skull cave back in on him, but doesn't collapse all the way.
Since I now have a plan, he doesn't have a. He's annoyed that he has to do that, but.
Watch, we'll teleport to one of the guard posts and he'll be like, "These guys kidnapped me." Throw them
Maybe.
into-
Very possible.
Entirely possible. Still setting off the flare.
That's what he
That's what's
dies.
stopping us. Of course, the flare could be a lie, but I doubt that, honestly.
Alright, Fulton is going to go into Lindahl's mansion as long as Lindahl, lets him, and go rest and pray for spells.
If I remember right, only Garazan is excommunicated at the moment.
Hmm?
And now a conversation held entirely in pre-coffee grunts.
Go away, Mom. You need silent man.
Technically, every noise I make is a pre-coffee grunt because I don't drink coffee. So yeah, I'll prepare spells now.
Tell Leo I'll pile the field tomorrow.
So, madam, do you, you say you haven't been traveling with these folk long?
That is true.
Hmm. How, pray tell, do you come to trust each other so easily?
We trust each other? That's news. Is what I expected her to say.
It is trying.
Shush you.
They mean well.
Hmm. It's
Some
cer-
of us do, anyway.
it's certainly very odd to see such camaraderie with such loose bonds. I'm sure if everyone treated each other the way you lot did, we'd either all be dead long ago or be much better people by now.
That's what I water out of the room, yelling, "Whoever woke me up early is going to die now." No, not really.
To be honest, I'm still not sure which end of that spectrum we'll end up as.
Okay, I guess I'm wandering out of the mansion now. I suppose we're teleporting somewhere?
As soon as your armored friend returns.
Person gets up.
Hurry up, I gotta leave
walks
the
over.
mansion. Oh, damn.
Pats Tam's side and says, "We've saved each other's life for about the third time in a row in a fight against evil demon creatures and undead. You start to trust that you're not just going to turn on one another and stab. Though it does make conversation awkward because we've only known each other for about a week. We just took a job together, honestly." And I'm just sort of getting in this chair, looking under it. I was doing some mad last-minute searching in case they left anything behind. What's that old trick, right? I scoot the furniture off and check underneath the, what's left of the
As an
rug.
OOC question here, now that we no longer have any prisoners, do we actually want to check out that door?
Yeah, that's a point. We are
Yeah,
taking
sort
mercenaries,
of.
yes. Evil? No.
Well, the guy who stole my spell book didn't have my spell book on him. I'm sort of hoping it's in here somewhere.
Well, I'm looking underneath the rugs. I'm gonna have to guess we have to go through the dark room of darkness. By the way, if you wonder what's in there, darkness. That cannot be seen through by dwarf eyes.
Most of my other items I don't care about getting back. That thing was half my WBL.
Mm-hmm. Grozen, there is nothing under the rugs except demonic dust bunnies.
Right then. I'm not gonna look
They-
under this rug. This rug doesn't exist anymore.
They
I
hiss
looked
at
in.
you and roll away into the darkness.
Yeah, that'll grow into a demonic, city-destroying beast in a week, but I'm going to ignore it and pretend it's not a problem.
So
Actually,
unfortunate news for Garazan.
Hmm.
Fox's Cunning is not on the cleric spell list.
I'll live.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah, there is some oddities like that. Like, I don't think, Eagle's Splendor, the Charisma one, is on the Druid one for some reason. Like, it has the other ones, but not that one. Eh.
Hmm.
At least I think it's that one. I know there was one that was missing, it was just weird. Go figure. Don't know why, just is. And I can live without it. It just means I'm down to, like, 2 or so grit points for the day, which is fine. I try not to use them as it is, so
Actually,
I'll live.
a spell that gives you a boon to it temporarily can't increase your crit per day anyways.
No, well, it's, I gave him my headband, and... Oh, you're talking about the
spell.
Eagles. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so that wouldn't have given me anything anyway, so I'm screwed at that point.
Yep.
Oh, come on, then.
I'm
Let's form up,
spells
get the
done.
bodies in a backpack.
Just give him a second.
on that note, she would probably summon back her Eidolon.
I'm gonna shove Havelockhart's body into my backpack.
You mean your coat?
Yeah,
Robe of holding.
go into my pocket.
And she
It's
can,
in my pocket with you.
she can introduce Alakarak to her, their new friend.
Get into my pocket, you greasy dwarf.
I still don't think he's a dwarf. And he might think himself a dwarf. He might be half dwarf, but those don't exist. Or they shouldn't.
Well, that's just racist.
Wow, you're racist.
No, no, they can't.
Racist.
Shut up, you lot. You actually
There
can't
actually
have a
was a
half
book that-
dwarf unless you do dark magic. I'm serious. You can't.
There actually was a book that outlined what happens when races mate with each other.
Yeah, it's called the erotic fiction book.
No, Bastards and Bloodlines. There's a whole thing for statting out races. It's actually pretty awesome.
I was presuming dwarves literally can't interbreed with other creatures and produce a half dwarf anything. It just can't for reasons. You could magically make one, I guess, and that's why he's saying if it is, it's because dark magic, not because it's supposed to be.
Hey, if we were using a fully homebrew setting, without all of this baggage from Pathfinder, dwarves wouldn't be able to breed.
Why? No, I'm legitimately curious. Why do you say that?
Because dwarves are they're immortal because they were neither born nor die.
Oh, cool! I'm immortal, guys.
Dude,
Apparently, I'm not a race
Is
at
that
all.
the
I'm
sound
actually
he comes back?
legitimately a monstrous thing.
Fulton walks up, goes, "Doot." And
no.
damn.
Well, reform, guys.
So we're checking out the other door before we leave.
Yep. I warned you, it's full of darkness.
Yep.
And I can't see in.
Alrighty. With the body of Havelockhart securely stashed in Lindall's cloak. In fact, I should probably just copy everyone's states over to loot and inventory now while I'm thinking of it. Alright, you head over to that other door and open it. It's not locked because Grazin didn't lock it behind him. And inside is pitch blackness, even to those of you possessed with dark vision.
I rolled a lit candle in there and everything. Didn't do a thing.
Oh god, it's Vin Diesel.
Fulton grunts and then holds a hand out.
God, my eyes!
Let's see here.
Actually, what degree of brightness does that make? Because I do have light blindness.
That is
daylight.
He's using it to cancel
Right,
out a darkness
right.
spell. It won't do anything terrible to us. I was just screwing around. If he had
darkness
just done
becomes
it, like,
dim, dim becomes normal, normal becomes bright.
Yeah. And supernatural, goes supernatural
Right,
dark,
I do need to pay attention to bright light for her.
Right. Well, this whole room has been normal light thanks to those great chandeliers that illuminate it. So this hallway here is now bright. But inside that doorway is
Though actually
nothing.
that's on an object touch, so he puts that on his sword.
Yep.
Huh.
The chamber hall or whatever it is in front of you remains completely black.
Fulton will hold the sword out and step further into the room.
You pass the threshold, and it is completely black in there, and you disappear from everyone else looking into the room after you.
Fulton will step back in the direction he just came.
You emerge in the light trickling through the doorway.
Have dispel. In other words, Fulton has greater dispel magic. He doesn't know if he should use it.
If you're waiting for me to come with a genius idea, my genius idea is blow it up.
I'm trying to find something that has true seeing as an extraordinary.
That and throw fire in there, but
I can only find things that have it as a supernatural or spell-like so far. Even
You know what we
even
should have
Cthulhu,
done?
the Great Old One, has it as a spell-like.
We really should have had you use your anti-magic field and just walked in there and see what happened.
Yeah, well, you should have told him that.
I didn't think of that.
Yes. So stop second-guessing other people.
Talking to me or talking to him?
You.
No, not second guessing him. I'm just like that would have been a good idea now that I've thought of it.
That is called second-guessing.
Not second guessing him, second guessing myself. Shush you. I should have said something. I didn't. I was dumb. Moving on.
Okay.
Fulton just kind of shrugs.
Let's just cast that on herself.
Why didn't she know there go to recover spells? Wouldn't Nightmare worn off by now?
Not until she next sleeps. She could have gone to have a good rest if she wanted to.
I honestly didn't trust only you two in a room.
Fair enough.
Alright. So, true seeing.
She. What do your elf eyes see?
There we go. Just double checking its terms.
Wait, I don't know you're an elf. What do your eyes see?
It's been heavily hinted, though.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright. Shenalar. You look into the room and you see what looks like a sort of workshop. It's a large room. There's a door on the far side of it, currently closed, but no other exits. There's a bench that goes down one side of the wall with cabinets underneath and a sort of a board from which many various tools hang. On the other side of the room, on the right side of the room, there's a couple work tables with various things on them. Mostly looks like magical stuff, like someone preparing spell components. And there's also a large stone slab with several iron rungs placed right where you would expect someone's neck and wrists and ankles to be if they were laying on it.
Fun. She'll describe that as best as she can.
Are there any bags of pipeweed?
I don't think she'll even respond.
What am I supposed to respond with? I don't know what spell components look like. Eating rat tails? What? Well, go. You can see. Go in there and start nabbing things. Bring it up to the light so the rest of us can get a look.
Let's go with that, and then take a look.
Let's see here. There's the overwhelming magical field of the darkness here. You figure it must be some strongly heightened magical darkness spell. I mean, that's what you can determine for free without making spellcraft checks.
Right.
There's bits and bobs around the room that give off fainter residual auras. Mostly stuff like, when you're chopping up the necessary pieces of newt tail to put in a spell component pouch. Well, the newt stays alive for a little while. You can still see the trace of that. It seems that there were previously various spells attached to that large stone slab where there's restraints, and you can see a sort of aura glowing through the door frame of that other door into this room.
See if she can recognize any of that at all.
let's see here. There's lingering auras of stone shape on the table, clearly meant to make the table fit a captive perfectly. And 20. Oh, yes, that is item. And you'd bet Alakarak that that's a gate spell on the other side of that door.
Lindell, what was it like when you met him the first time?
Lindell?
Hey, Doc. Oh, no.
Sorry, what was that?
Basically, she's asking what it was like when he got captured the first time, because this is suspiciously similar.
Yeah, it was dark. I couldn't see, even though I had true seeing on. Yeah.
As Shinalar fills in the details, yes, although you couldn't see anything, there's all the right elements in here to have been the torture chamber.
Is any of my stuff in there?
There's several cabinets. Guess it's time to start searching.
Yeah, if you'd root through that if you could.
It would be nice if you would root through that. My spellbook may be in there somewhere.
Actually, let's see.
Watch her go in, come out with like 10 spellbooks, and none of them are mine.
Let's go ahead and spend another spell and reagent and put True Seeing on Lindell, because he also knows what we're looking for.
Okay, I'm going to cast Detect Magic as well, and I'm going to look around this place, mostly for my stuff, but also for anything else that might be helpful.
Alright, could each of you give me a perception as a search check?
No.
It's okay, I'm fairly sure Shinalar will make up for it.
How long does True Seeing last?
Minute per level, so 18 minutes.
Oh, I'll just take 20 on it. That gives me 20. I'll take 2 minutes and thoroughly search.
Well, searching the whole room takes more than a round, so please make me a roll.
I got a 20.
Yep, 20 plus 0. Alrighty. You guys find...
Gunpowder?
Let's see here. With a 44 and an assist.
Paulton will spend his time staring into the darkness and thinking of what little he can.
Lindell wanders over your way so that the darkness can look back.
I slowly light my pipe. Actually, wait, I never doused it, so I'm still smoking.
Okay. Inside, you find 2 spellbooks.
Great. One of them's explosive.
He's being serious because I bet his spellbook is.
It just says it's covered in explosive runes. That's all it is.
Page
Yeah,
after page.
the cover's explosive runes. Each page is explosive runes.
Lindal, one of the spellbooks is yours.
Cha-cha.
Yeah.
Look at that back. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I'm tempted to handle
Why are
it
you
just so I
holding
can
it up like
find it
that?
again.
How are you holding it up like that?
Yeah, you might want to let Sheena there touch it, because then, locate object works.
Yeah, but then she can track me.
She can already do that.
Yeah, I know. Here, touch this.
The other spellbook, let's see here.
It's kind of interesting, because
Hey,
Havelock Heart doesn't use a spellbook.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Doesn't
full of
mean he
necromancy
doesn't
spells
collect
Lindal
them.
can't use.
There we go.
Yeah, I got Maze back.
The other one is bound in black leather and clasped with a silver band holding it shut.
That sounds interesting. I shall study this later, since nobody else uses spellbooks.
I use them for kindling. I'm kidding.
You also find in a couple of the cabinets
My forks, my forks, my forks. Those things be expensive.
Got silver dining forks.
This silver dining fork takes you to the elemental plane of fire.
Haha.
This one takes you to the elemental plane of ranch dressing.
I want that one.
That's a
Here we
demi-plane,
are.
and you know it.
Everything's a demi-plane. It's a demi-plane of gunpowder. It's situated uncomfortably close to the demi-plane of fire.
Ah, there we go. Lindal, you find your boots of incredible dex.
Cha-ching.
And
Here's
your
some
mask
shoes.
of vast intelligence.
Here's a hat.
Thank God.
That explains why your spell DCs were as low as mine are.
That would explain it, yeah.
However, you do not find here your Haramaki with determination and heavy fortification.
I'll have to buy a new one. What about my spell components? I'm still missing my planes forks.
Let's see here.
I'm also missing true seeing ointments, but they're not that expensive.
Let's see here. Still missing and unaccounted for is your cracked Dusty Rose Prism, your forks, and your 4 true seeing ointments.
And my chain lightning wand, which I'll probably never see again anyway.
At least you got your book and
Yes,
shoes
it
back.
is not here.
And hat, sorry. The mask's more important.
And you also find
A shiny new gun?
I know you guys can auto-pass the identify for these, so no point in masking them.
Huh.
Yep, that's it.
That's interesting.
Huh.
That is interesting. This elegant lace seems very interesting to me.
Effortless place.
Yeah, that.
I could totally use a +3 key intensifying katana.
It's worth a lot of money, so there you go.
It's too bad
Which
none
I
of us
can,
are
which I
buttons.
can use to buy my true seeing, which I can use to buy my planes forks back.
Just making sure I didn't miss anything here. 40. Oh, no, right. With the assist, that'll be a 46.
Oh
So,
boy,
for a
I can
moment,
put the
there's
ribbon
one-
in my hair.
There's one more thing that
Well, if you ever
guys
cut your hair, the
found
ribbon
here.
is permanently lost all magical effects. That's the drawback of this thing. It's kind of neat because it lets you use larger than normal weapons, so that's kind of cool. Not really useful for any of us, unfortunately.
Well, Garazin, you're in luck. Thanks to
Yay.
the magic of random number generators.
No. Hello. I will definitely happily take that. That is really handy. That's... Huh. Would the... I guess the cone effect would... fire, create a cone of fire equivalent to burning hands rather than this. No. I don't know. We'll question it later. But yeah, that's nice. Garazin looks impressed and tucks it away.
It's only a pistol, but it's still a flaming pistol that you can have deal everything as fire instead of normal.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm curious because whether or not it'd be affected by my cone ability, the whole targeted thing.
Well, it's a pistol, not a shotgun.
Well, no, as long as it's doing a cone attack, I would get my bonus, my level of siege gunner on. I'll show you this stuff later. It doesn't matter right now.
Okay.
I will show you it.
Yeah, link me in for him.
Hmm.
Alrighty. And yes, there is that door at the far end of the room, which you open the door and it seems to be a black doorway-shaped gate.
Oh, hey, that's proof that Havelock Hart was actually connected to this, because that'll go back to his mansion.
It should, yes. Well, on the plus side, I can go back to using my normal character sheet again now.
Yes, finally. Just remove the Haramaki and a couple
The
incidentals.
Armor is, yeah, the armor is the only item I have missing that affects my stats.
Yes, that agrees over here. Just remember to update your normal character sheet for your level.
I did that when I leveled up.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the only difference between them now is some of my inventory. Because I don't have these true seeing ointments anymore. Last book stays in my mansion from now on.
So long as you don't go long enough for the mansion to disappear on its own.
I wonder if there's a way for Fulton to enlarge his sword.
They got pills for that.
Hardy hard. I mean, he does actually, he made the sword himself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, none of those actually work.
Well,
Didn't
any
you
spell
watch,
that...
didn't you watch
Sorry,
Spoonie's Final Fantasy 13 review? You just take a whole bunch of random semen and spread it all over it, and it'll just get bigger.
Yes, strange Iker.
Really have no idea what to even make of that.
Final Fantasy 13 had a very interesting item upgrading system that made no sense even within the context of Final Fantasy fucking 13.
Yeah, you collect a whole bunch of strange fluid and shit, and you put it onto your weapon and it upgrades it. And Spoonie did a whole sketch where Dr. Insano demonstrated how that works in the real world.
To the point where he started improving himself with it, and
Just taking a whole bunch of goop and throwing it onto a gunblade. See, it's already looking sharper.
I remember that's.
But yeah, I mean, I know that a large person and
Okay.
stuff will make the sword get bigger, but I mean,
Yep.
to use that effortless lace whip.
That's a good question. Hold on just a moment. Let me reread its terms.
Are
I
we
don't
asking about
think-
the enlarge object?
I'm trying to think if there was some way to make a sword bigger after it's made, other than just magic, which I don't think there is.
Well, the answer would be it's going to have to be magic, because there's no way to reforge a sword to make it bigger unless you use
Yeah,
the same.
let's-
Like,
Just chill.
are we talking as a sword, as in smithing the sword to be bigger? Because theoretically, yes, but you just need more material. Or are we talking the magical effects, in which case it's magic? I don't know.
Wrapped around the grip. And a piercing or slashing. Merges with the weapon.
Well, the effortless lace just works as it works.
Yeah, that's
My
not the
sword
problem.
is
You're
just properly
yeah,
sized.
exactly. If you want to make your sword bigger, coming from someone who knows a little bit about forging, you can. You just need more material and got to technically melt it down and blah blah blah. But the magic part, the fact it's like a +5 weapon and all that, I got no idea, son. None. Zero. Zip.
I don't think that there's any information in Raw about that, but
Yeah, I've never heard about anything like it.
and yeah, enlarge person only works on person and their equipment. I don't think there's an enlarge object spell.
Polymorph any object can do it.
Yeah, that would do
Yes,
it.
Poly any object could, and
And
It would be permanent if you're wondering with
It would be
polymorph any
permanent.
object, because you aren't increasing its size, and considering your caster level, that would do it.
same kingdom, same class, related, same or lower. Yeah, that's plus 11 there, permanent.
Yeah, that would be the only way. That'd be the easiest way, rather.
As a
Without going
bonus,
into-
you'll be able to revert it if you want to later if it breaks the
Yeah.
base.
It gets smaller in an anti-magic field or anything that suppresses magic. Yeah.
There you go, then. So
Permanent
that would be
is
true unless we
immediate.
sat down and reforged the sword. So,
So you could
Is
do
it-
that to Fulton's weapon if you wanted to hit harder.
if you really want to sit down and reforge the sword, you totally can. Just I don't know how the magic will work. I mean, theoretically, because the thing is, you have to add more material, and whatever that
Well-
material is, it's not going to be the same unless you somehow find another +5, whatever the fuck your weapon is made out of, sword.
Polymorph any object is free.
Like, no material cost.
As
Yeah.
long as it doesn't get rid of it being a holy reliquary weapon.
Nope.
No, that wouldn't. do that.
Polymorph any object can't change its magical properties. It can only change its physical properties.
It'd just
There
be
you
bigger.
go, then.
Okay, cast that spell on it, tie the ribbon to it, and bazam.
Of course, I can only change the size of the weapon, not your not your sheath. You're gonna need to buy a new sheath.
Yeah, you're gonna
This
have
is
to
true.
do that. What do you wield again?
A falcata.
Mm,
A one-handed slashing weapon.
I know what it is. I'm
Okay.
thinking.
Alrighty.
A sheath costs like less than a gold. So.
No, that's not
Yeah,
the
it's
issue. It's
not
like,
a-
how does he carry it when he doesn't have one? From what I
Carry
can remember, ye in your hand would be the wisest thing. Yes.
That would increase it to 2d6 weapon damage.
Well, there's
Basically a
no
great
reason-
sword.
No need for us to have to do this until we get a sheath.
True.
Yeah.
We
We
can hold off.
wait.
So, anything else for the immediate? Because it's come to 6.
Oh, it's just one of those, dude. You can totally, that you can just put in your belt, man.
Even when it's
Giant one.
large.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The
I love when the
falcata,
giant
judging from
sword
its
in
length and
Lightless.
size, is not as long due to the curve to like it's not even as big as a long sword as normal. So it'd probably be about the size of a bastard sword, give or take. And since it's only edged on one side, you should be okay. And you're wearing full plate, so yeah, you'll be fine. Just don't draw it super fucking fast, otherwise you might cut your belt off.
His full plate wouldn't have a cloth belt for him to put that in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't wear a belt over your plate?
You generally don't.
Anyways,
Some adventurers are weird, okay?
non-mechanical
Right now.
minutia aside,
Yeah.
Adventurers
It's our
like
fault
having
in being
stuff.
dumb and, like, you know...
Or we could just keep it in it cheap when
Should
I
we go through
cast
that
it and
gate?
say that's all one object, but whatever.
We can figure out whether we're going through the gate next time.
Alright, fair enough.
I know where that gate leads. We don't really need to,
It
Oh,
would
we can-
prove to the guard even more, though.
Yeah.
unless you want to fight all the guys in Havelark Hart's mansion too.
Okay,
But they're
anyway,
sissies.
people are disconnecting.
I don't mind
Yes.
killing them.
of course not.
We weren't asking whether or not you were okay with it. We're just wondering if we should
Seems
bother.
like the good characters on the team wouldn't want to go
Kill
with the
anyone?
route
No, we
that
want to
does
poke
on
our
the-
heads in to see if it does actually go there and whether or not so-and-so believes us on that fact.
Good's born.
Anyway,
I will see you all next week.
maybe people will die.
Well, evil will always win
I'll see you.
because good is dumb.
Evil is
In,
dumb too. Let's see you later.
Yes, next week, in which we find out how well we can deal with this prison break.
I think Heartbreaker's
We're doing
doing a
pretty
good
good.
job containing things by himself. I've already
Yeah,
got,
you've been doing perfectly well.
I've got 4 of the guys fighting each other instead of us now.
I'm fighting 4 of the other guys, and Chiomi's taken out 1, maybe 2.
And Mr.
Well,
Hops
not
is
besides
gonna
the
start-
thugs.
And Mr. Hops is going to start evacuating people.
Mhm.
We'll see what happens then.
We're doing pretty good, all things. See you guys.
See y'all later.
Night.
Bye.